Rewind.
Yeah. It's what happens when you go live and your families, you know, they're just acting all kinds of silly. I'm looking all, I'm trying to keep warm here. No one, this is just a surprise pop up. I don't know if anyone's going to show, but if they don't, that's fine too. Because all I'm doing right now is, like it says, guess what I did? I went to my storage today and I got through all the things and anyway, okay, anyway, my son is looking at my I guess he's looking at me being live and he didn't turn the volume down. So then I hear myself and he's just, "Hey, Angie, hey, Pam." But yeah, anytime you go live and you think, you have a good moment to go live and your family's around, it's not a good moment because they do things. But anyway, what I did was I went to my storage and I was able to get through a lot of stuff, open a lot of boxes. So I did get a lot of my crochet books and sewing books. All right, I got, hey, Samantha, and I hope I said hi, Pam. Hi. I got a lot of sewing books and I got a lot of crochet books, and I also got, and I know I have some more of these somewhere, some more of these little heads. And the good thing, and I'm glad you're on here, Pam, because the heads I gave you, if you want, in this bag is these are mannequin heads. So the heads I gave you, I can give you this little contraption that you can attach the little mannequin head. She said, mine. I'm not selling today, but I'm gonna give it to you. But you can attach the head to the side of the table. All right, just like when Lord beauticians learn how to do the doll's head, you can attach it to the side. Okay, so I know, Pam, I can't remember how many you bought before, but if you want some of these, I know some of these belong to those heads. So you just remind me of how many you bought before, and I will give you these so that at least if you have a table that you're selling, you could attach it to the table. And okay, so I'll put two to the side for you. That way you won't they won't move. And I mean, they're pretty heavy and sturdy. Let me take her out. They're pretty kind of heavy and sturdy heads anyway. But sometimes I have been in a situation where I have sold and it was a windy day. And you know, but they're pretty sturdy. But they're mannequin doll heads, so you can curl their hair up, braid it, do all kind of things, because this is what beauticians use. I had bought these because they were cheaper than some of the wig heads that I wanted to buy for selling. So sorry about that blurriness. So I bought these girls instead, but I'm not going to be concentrating on selling hats and stuff anymore. So I'm going to get rid of them. I have some more in my storage. I didn't see them. I saw, let's see how many. Because some of these, I have some of these that have different colored hair, like rainbow colored hair and stuff. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So really, I just have 3 because I'm gonna go on and let because I still got to bring you that dress stand, that dress mannequin stand, Pam. You said I will take her. Yeah, I'll bring this. I'll bring this to you with her stand and the other 2 stands. But I just want to show you guys some of the books that I have, so you guys can get your monies together. Because probably later this week, maybe Wednesday or something like that. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, the mannequin stand. Yeah. So I'll bring her with that. I will I want to show you guys some of the books I have, because I know I'm not going to be concentrating on wearables anymore. like hats and scarves and vests and all those shenanigans. I'm not going to be concentrating on that anymore. So a lot of these old books, and I got some old books, I'm going to be selling. Like this is a very old one, Vogue Guide to Crochet. I'm not selling anything now. I'm just letting you guys kind of take a peek. Vogue's Guide to Crochet. Some of them are from the 70s because I'm that kind of girl. I like to go get the old stuff. So this one is from 1971. This book is from 1971, and it's got crochet designs in it. Single bedspread with cushions. You know, it's got the granny square, multiple granny square pillow, baby cat suit. This is really 70s. Boleros, what does it say? Boleros and skirts. So, you know, it's got a lot of things that, oh, this is really 70s. Bikini. This is really, says she look hungry. But yeah, this is she's got the waist bead too. Wow. Because that's back, isn't that funny how that's back in style. Now I must say, even though I'm not gonna make it, I do like the cardigan coat. I do like that. But like I said, I'm not going to make this stuff. So, you know, I might as well pass it to you guys. Not to mention it's got stitches in it. It's got different stitches. And I know those of you who, you know, are into making wearables like sweaters and all that. These are some stitches I hadn't seen. Well, there probably are in some of the up-to-date stitch books because, you know, nothing changes too much. We just make our own unique stitches. But this will be one of the books. Let's see. What is this? Now, I have two of these. She says she looks hungry. Sensual Crochet. I really liked this book, and I think I couldn't find it at one time or something. Well, I just discovered I got two. So I've done that a lot in my life. This has some really nice, let me show you. Some really nice items. I'm not saying we would do it, but this is a little skirt here. It has something very pretty. I think it had a very pretty sweater that I liked in here. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I did like this. Very cute little sweaters. It's got some really nice stuff in it. So, and it may be selling on eBay or something. I think this is the one I like, which was on the cover. I did like that. The Angel Bunny cowl. I did like that. So I do have two of these. I know for sure. But this has a lot of nice things in it. And like I said, oh, this is one I was supposed to make. I think I started making it, but it never got finished. Hey, Sunita, says hi, Melanie, and all. Going to bed. I'm leaving you running mentally, preparing for tomorrow's nonsense, aka work. I know. Hey, Jamie. Yes, I know. I have to go to get to bed early myself. It helps me, like you said, mentally prepare for work when I get to bed early. Yeah, child, I know, but thank you. I did like this too. I did like this too. Like I had big dreams. Hey, Regina. I'm just previewing some books, you guys, that have just come in. I'm just kind of previewing some books that I went into my storage. And like I had told you guys, I got a lot of books and I have sewing and crochet. So I'm just kind of previewing them, kind of showing you what I got. Thank you, Angie. Showing you guys what I got because later this week, I'll probably pop on and try to get rid of some of these. And this is more crocheted Aran sweaters. And it's crocheted. Okay, these are crocheted. And I thought it was cool when I bought it because it looks knitted. It looks knitted, okay? And it's from the library. So I'm one that would get online and look for these books and buy them from used bookstores and stuff like that. Now this looks knitted. To me, it looks knitted, but they're crocheted. And I loved it. I loved everything about it. So, and these are some items. It's blurring up. But like I said, just the sweater on the front. And this was my favorite. Hopefully it's showing. That was one of my favorite. It looks like a knitted sweater. So a lot of these sweaters in this book look knitted, but they are all crocheted. They are all crocheted. So this is a book I had that I had big dreams. This is Easy Crocheted Accessories. Easy Crocheted Accessories. And it's just got a little bit of everything. It's got crochet jewelry. It's got, let me find something that's a lot of skinny crocheted scarves. It's got this little poncho that I've never seen it button in the back like that. But I can tell you, I probably thought that was cute. That's probably why I got it. Cute little dainty shawl. Little dainty shawl right there, you know. I did like this. That wrap, lace evening wrap. That's probably one of the reasons. Thank you. Well, thank the person who designed it. That I probably bought this book. And some of these books, they may have things highlighted because, like I said, I had big dreams. And yeah, these are striped mittens that are crocheted. Looks like they're crocheted with chunky yarn. So if some of you guys were on Jeannie's show earlier, I heard Jeannie was selling some yarn and stuff and had some chunky yarn. And it has a striped beanie to go with it. All right, so this is a pretty cute little book. It's got pillows, a ruffled throw. So it's got a lot of cute little, if you're a beginner crocheter, you know, I don't understand this purse, but it's called a bulb bag. I don't understand it, but hey, you said I love crochet books. Me too. And you'll be able to tell by all these books I'm about to sell later this week. It's got a slashed handle handbag. So like I said, this is a cute little book. If you're, I mean, it's good for beginners. It shows you how to work in the round. It shows you how to sew together. I like this because it shows you how to sew together squares. And if that's something that you have, you know, have not learned yet, it shows you how to do that. It shows you a lot of things. All right. A lot of twists and turns when it comes to crocheting. So Easy Crocheted Accessories will be up on the chopping block. Crochet 20 simple and stylish designs to wear. Like I said, these books are old, people. Hey, Maribel. These books are old. So like I said, later this week, after I get them all, you know, cleaned up, they were in storage in a Rubbermaid container. I just want to make sure they're dusted off. This is probably why I bought the book, for this confetti backpack. That's probably why I bought this book. I thought I was going to make that. As we all do, we have big dreams, as we do for our yarn. When we buy yarn and stuff like that, we, you know what we're going to do. I probably wanted to learn to do this too. On a vest or something, you add all your little, you know, yarn borders and appliques and things like that. I probably thought I was going to do that too. And I probably still will. I have learned to do that, just not from this book. And I probably, because I love little purses, even though my purse is a suitcase, I probably was going to make this. Okay. So, and you might find, like, I put these little, let me see. I think I have one in here. I used to put those little Post-it note stickers everywhere on things that, let me take this out, like these little Post-it notes. I would put them on pages that I, as we all do, see patterns. Stephanie, hello, Melanie and everyone. Regina recommended your channel and In the Bushes listening. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. Thank you, Regina. My daughter liked this one. The Crochet Dudes Designs for Guys. Now, even though these were designs for guys, I like them for myself too. So these are sweaters that are going to be in here. Let me find some nice. They got some nice ones in here. The Crochet Dude. I don't know if he is I'm not sure who the Crochet Dude is. Drew. I cannot read his writing. I don't know if it's the black guy who's the Crochet Dude with that different looking ear warmer, or if it's the white guy that's right there. I don't know which one of them, who the Crochet Dude is. Drew Emborski. I'm going to say, and I'm not being racial, Emborski does not sound like an African American name. So I'm going to say it's this guy right here. I'm just going to say it's him, okay? Because Emborski does not sound African American. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. So yeah, this is for the Crochet Dude. And he's got a lot of nice sweaters. I can't get my life right in here. And like I said, when I saw them, although they are for men, I liked them. You know, as crocheters, we know how to alter things to make them for women. With no problem. They've got head warmers. They've got the dad vest. All right, something to make for your husband or your grandpa or your dad. They got the dad vest. They have, I don't think that's going to be used, but the boy belt. All right, a crocheted belt, which they call these paw warmers, and they look really warm. They look really warm. It looks like they use the tweed yarn, you know, that Red Heart makes. It looks like that blue tweeted yarn. Oh, so if you know someone who golfs, these are going to be golf club covers. All right, so it's a pretty nice little book. I probably was going to make some of those golf covers because I know someone who golfs. I did like that sweater. And because my neck gets cold, because you know I'm bald headed, so my neck gets cold, and I like things to come up around my neck when I'm out in the cold. And I liked how I was going to make that neck area a little longer. Male fingerless gloves. Okay, but yeah, they have a hoodie in here. They have skull caps. I really like this sweater. I really like that sweater. Like I said, I'm looking at these not for men, but for me. I was like, I like that sweater. That's a nice dad sweater. I could use that. And I like the design on the arm. I'm not having a good. You see, it's some type of cabling down the side of the arm. So this is a great little book for someone. I don't see many men wearing, I don't think many men will wear this crochet top, but who am I? You know, I don't know. Hey, Darcia, if I didn't say hi to you already, I hope I did. I did love this. I did love this, the weekend turtleneck. So like I said, I love just about, I love this too. I might have to keep this book. I don't know. Normally you might see 2 or 3 things that you like in a book, but now I'm remembering why I liked it because, yeah, but I'm gonna just do that. I'm not gonna do it. But now this is an old book I got from a library, and it's got this yarn on it to help hold the cover because it's so old. Adventures in Crocheting by Barbara Ates. And it is from 1972. 1972, and it goes through the basics of crochet. Let me see if there's, it's got a little pop over top. It's all black and white, but I tell you, it has got some beautiful stitches in here. Look at that embossed floral medallion. That would make a beautiful shawl. That would make such a beautiful shawl. And it is in black and white. Let's see. This, it looks similar, but it says flower lace. So it's got a lot of beautiful stitches in here and some patterns for some things. If you want to make something with squares, the Lacy Dahlia. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So this book will be, oh, this is cute. Cute little tote bag with a different, that's not even Granny Square. But yeah, this was a nice old book. I used to go to yarn stores, little yarn stores that were personally owned. And this lady would have, which you'll see, I'll be selling a lot of 1970s pamphlets. You know, this is Fabulous and Flirty Crochet. And I like that top that you see right there. That's why I bought it. That top right there. And I never made it. It says that book is 51 years old. It's trying to catch up to me. It is trying to catch up to me. But it has a lot of cute little textured purses, shawls. Let me see something that's outstanding you guys might like. Stoles, hats. Let's see. Little, what do you call them? Footy type things. Let me see if I can show this page. These are the items. I'll put one page up close at a time. Holy. Maybe it's not too blurry. So that's one side of the, and then that's the other side of items that you get a pattern for. So you get a lot of patterns in here. You get a whole lot of patterns. And that is Fabulous and Flirty Crochet. It says Sweater Babe, sweaterbabe.com's Fabulous and Flirty Crochet by Catherine Lee. So this book will be up. And the great thing about this book, it's on spiral. It's spiraled so that when you're working, I know one thing we hate when we are working, the books, they don't stay open. Now this book is very old. It's called Design Crochet by, it says edited by Mark, no, but who is it by? I guess there's a whole bunch of designers. Yeah, there are Lillian Bailey, Linda Osborne Blood, Nan Brown, Judy Copeland. Now I know that name. Dale Fieldman and a whole bunch of other people. Now the thing about this book though, it is old and some of the pages, if you know book binders, there are some book binders that are still around. This is from 1978. Some of the pages where the pictures are in the middle are coming out. I'll just show the pages. They're already coming out. These are some of the items that are in it from the 70s. I like that sweater. Not that one. This one. Hey, Dreamy. Hey, she said, hey, y'all, hey. But I like that. And like I said, this page is already kind of coming out. But it shows you, these are all 70s. Some of the patterns. Oh, I like some of these sweaters. Long cardigan sweaters. But I know I'm not going to make them. I'm just really real. So these are some of the pages that are coming out. Also, not only does it have that, it has a basket. Shows you how to make a basket with the cover and all that. And I think there's a cover that goes, yeah, it shows you how to crochet around a mirror. That's 70s. All right. And then it's got, what is this? Pillow, more baskets. I don't know what that is hanging from the top. That's just some 70s stuff I never saw. Maybe it's a lamp. It might be. I wouldn't put it past it to be a lamp because the cord is coming down. That could be that. So, yeah, this book has a lot of great, beautiful sweater pant. Like if you got that thick yarn, this one would be so pretty to make. That would be so pretty. All you need is that thick yarn that Jeannie was saying. I hope somebody, whoever bought it, makes something pretty like that. But this book called Design Crochet, like I said, those pages are coming out, but it's still a good book. And there are book binders that can fix this for you. So this book is called Crochet Wear. And I bought this book just because I like that what do they call it? I'll have to look in the book and see, but I forgot what they call it. But just for what she's got on, that's why I bought this. Hey, Pat Doodles. That's why I bought this book. All right. These are some patterns that are in it. All right. It has some really nice patterns that I never made, but I think we're all on the boat of, hey, let's buy this. And we have not made the patterns. Here's some more that I saw. I like the vest with the X. I really like that. And I like the gray and white shrug. That's what the word I was looking for. Shrug. I liked that also. I never bought books that, only had one pattern or something like that. It had to have multiple patterns that I liked that I wasn't going to make. So, yeah. There were a lot of things in here that I really liked. Some jackets. I think this was one of them too. And sometimes I fall in love with the color of it. Sometimes not so much the style, but the color. And I liked it. So yeah, it's Crochet Wear by Anne Regis. That'll be up for sale this week sometime. Simple Stitches. Crochet. Still got the receipt in it. 25 projects for the new stitcher. So that means this is for the beginner crocheter. Let's see if I can show you some interesting. I think I see what I bought it for right away. This hooded scarf. Scarf. That's one thing that I probably bought this book for. Like I said, I'm bald-headed. I need things to keep my head warm. And that was it. So I'm sure there's a lot. Oh, yeah. The little fingerless. Yeah. And they're so dainty because if you look up at the top, that yarn, these are things that you can only wear. I don't know if you weren't going to be doing much because that yarn is so frail and dainty and one ply. So it gives you shaping techniques. Let's see. I thought this was a different looking beret. I think it's like a single crochet or some other single crochet and something else type stitch. Nope, it says all single crochet. Looks like it's something else also, but yeah, I did like that. More fingerless arm warmers. This is a beaded bag. I didn't buy the book for that. I didn't buy it for that. That wasn't one of my faves. But that might be somebody else's fave. So who knows? This was a blanket. It's hard for me to make blankets. I like to make quick things. Pot holders. Crochet pot holder. Now that's something I have not seen in a while. A crocheted half apron. It's pretty. It says beginning crochet books make great reference books for advanced crochet. Yeah, that's true too. Hey, Tank. That's true. They really do. They've got crocheted bookcase, a crocheted needle case. I guess that is a tote bag with buttons sewn on, different buttons. So yeah, here's those. Oh, it's called cobweb lace gloves. Let me see. Hopefully I could get it. Am I getting it in there? You see how look at that. And it looks like cobweb lace yarn at the very top. So if you have those gloves, you're gonna have to be very careful. Very careful because at the top, if you barely get a snag. And I think I also love this top. It's called the drawstring halter top. I did love that top. Like I said, I had to like a couple of things in a book in order for me to buy it, because as we know, some of these are not cheap. This is the Sloppy Joe beret. And I have a pattern from the 70s that is reminiscent of that. Let me see if there's a front view. Yeah. There's the front view to the Sloppy Joe beret. I bought the book for this. I did like that too. So this would be one of the books. And here's that chunky chevron hooded scarf I said. Yeah. Anything to keep my head warm. But yep, this book will be for sale later this week. This is a white star throw. White star throw to put over your sofa. So this is called the Simple Stitches Crochet 25 Projects for the New Stitcher. All crochet. I think I might have a couple of books that are for, I'll say magazines that are for knitters, because I would like, see, I told you I had 2 of these books. Here's the second one. I had, what was it, Vogue Knitting or something like that. I like to look at knitted things because there's a book that I have to hold for Mama J-Way. And I saw it. It's called From Needles to Hook, Complete Guide to Converting Knit Patterns to Crochet. And I told her the minute I was talking about it, she was like, can I say sold now? So this is her book. And look how crispy and new it is, even though I bought it used. It's crispy and new. The thing I like about this, I like the way knit looks, but I tried to learn to knit. It's not my thing. I am going to try it again. I like this because what it does is this. It will show you the knit pattern, and right next to it, it will show you what it looks like converted to crochet. And it will tell you how to do it. So these are, you know, anything you see with knitting can be done with crochet. It might not look exactly like it, but it'll give it a run for its money. So this book is already kind of pre-done. Like it says knitting, it has the cables that they do for knitting. Right next to it, they give you a version of crochet, alternating cables. So that's kind of cool, so that if you ever see things that are knitted and, you know, you wish that you could do that in terms of crochet, well, Mama J-Way can maybe send you a page or 2 out of this. So you see again, crochet and then knit. All right, so I thought that was rather neat back in the day. So I bought this book and never opened it again. But I told Mama J-Way I would put that to the side for her, so I have to. This one is Crochet Motifs, and I'm sure you guys have seen this. This is a book that you could probably get off of Amazon. It's a very recent book. It's got motifs that are triangular, star shape, heart shape, octagon, squares. It says circles, hexagons, triangles, squares, and unusual shapes. Those are all the type patterns that they have in it. And I thought I was going to make a bunch of motifs one day and, you know, sew them together and stuff like that. Okay. You may see some things in here because I have dreams. Like that triangle at the top, you see I put bikini top. When I made my halter tops, I did use some of these patterns. All right, so the top of the halter, which was the breast area, I probably had that triangle right there. Okay, And then you see I had a thing that said for earrings, I was going to make this into some type of earring design and use some thread. So I will go through here and mark these things and go, oh, that would be a pretty earring in thread. Like you see that? I thought that would be a pretty earring, a tiny version of it using thread. All right. I'm that person that looks at things. Angie's Treasure says mine. I'm that person who looks at things and I kind of think outside the box. You know, I think outside the box. So I'll put that to the side. Let's see. The new crochet, 40 wonderful wearables. I knew right away I was going to get rid of this book because I'm not crocheting any wearables unless it's hat, scarves. I don't know, I might. But I'll do something a little more simple than, you know, what's in this book. So it was a $15 book. I remember I bought this one from the store and it was new. One thing I liked, let me see if I can find the page for that shirt. I was enamored with people getting a shirt or something. Where'd she go? She gotta be in here. Yeah, they had some scarves I like, wraps I like. I'll be mad if this picture is not in here. I liked when people would do this. So you have a jean skirt and you crochet at the bottom of it. Okay, you crochet, it says petticoat, ruffle, and blossom charms. I like that style when people, you know, mix clothing, fabric with crochet. So that was one of them. And I think there was where the woman had on a lot. Here it is. This is what I really liked. See how she's got that shirt and it's like a 3/4 length sleeve. And then she went on and crocheted the arms a little longer. She did that. And then she put some little crochet, looks like little medallions, you know, on there. So I bought this book for that, basically. I wanted to learn how to do that. And I learned how to do it without even looking at the book. All right. So this is what I bought that book for. But it's got a lot of beautiful things in it. I did like that skirt. The skirt is crocheted, and like I said, there's some people that really can get down. And I did buy it for this bathing suit with the little bathing suit little cover she's got that's like a shawl. I did like that. Once again, she put these at the bottom of her pants. I really thought that was cute because you can make some pants into some bell bottoms, you know, with that effect. So the new crochet 40 wearables, really nice book. That's going to be up for sale this week. I found some videos, but this is for sewing. It says upcycle is the new fab. It is. It really is. I've seen videos where people go to stores and buy jean items and crochet on them and sell them. Paula L. says, I like the patterns in the book too. Yes. These are some videos, decorating ideas, and these are DVDs. Okay, so these are for sewers. Sewing steps, you know. It says pillows. It's going to show you how to sew a pillow, pillow shams, duvet cover, a valance, and hanger organizer. All right, so that's what you would learn here. And I think when I got this, I wanted to sew pillows. Okay, this was me just learning to sew. Fundamentals of Sewing by Becky Titus. Okay, DVDs A and B. All right, it showed you. Let's see if I can read this as I show you. Measuring patterns, alterations, pattern layouts. It talks about the sewing machine itself, what to use. It says seam finishes, zippers, pockets, welt pockets, necklines, sleeve set, slash finishes, buttonholes, alterations. All right, so you learn all that with these two DVDs. All right, so that will be sewing techniques for beginners and intermediate sewers. making handbags, which everybody is doing these days. And they are also using them for project bags. So if you're a person who wants to get into sewing, you can very easily make these into project bags, which you know we all love because I just bought 4 from Refuge. My Granny's Closet. My Granny's Closet. She is a YouTuber and she makes beautiful project bags, and they're $40 to $45. Um, you get the project bag, which is it has a zipper. It's got a notions bag in it. It's got stitch markers in it, and it has something else in there too. It's a great bundle. It's a great bundle. You get a lot for your money. So My Granny's Closet. She's a YouTuber. I think she comes on about every Friday, and she is selling. And man, if you like project bags, it could be a project bag for sewing items. I mean, it's a project bag, so you can use it for whatever you want to use it for. Hi, Maritza. Hola. This says prepare to sew with a pattern. So it's teaching you how to sew with a pattern. It says let your imagination be unlimited when constructing your wardrobe. So good little DVDs that I'm going to be selling for people who want to get into sewing. Now I think a couple of these books, different versions. It's probably in the other one. This is the Complete Guide to Needlework. Reader's Digest. Embroidery, needlepoint, knitting, applique, quilting, patchwork, macrame, crochet, rug making, and lacework. And I don't know if some of you guys will remember these from the back in the day, but I love the Reader's Digest books because they had everything. This was printed in 1979. This. And if you wanted to start doing any kind of craft, this was the book to get and to have. Okay. You see anything you wanted to get into, they got it. They got it. And probably have a couple of patterns and things in here. But let's check it out. Yep, they sure do. For applique, address book covers. But we want to look at the crochet. What is this? Is this cross stitching? Okay, let's get to the crochet. I'm sure there's knitters in here too, but let's see. Embroidery. We don't want the embroidery. Okay, let's get to the crochet. Crochet is page 357. That shows you how big this book is. Lord. Now something, this ain't mine, shows you I haven't opened this book for a while. This, whoever's book this is, and I saw her name. What's her name? Margie Paulus was going to make a spinach recipe. Okay. She was going to make herself a spinach quiche. All right. And so she put her little, it's right here where the crochet starts. It said that book is a yes. And I know I have 2 of them. I have a different, probably more up-to-date version. So let's see. It talks about the crochet hooks. I wish I had 2 cameras so as I'm turning it, you guys could see it and it wouldn't be so hard. You know, it's got different hats from back in the day. But I love these books because of all the stitches, all the different stitches. And my mother used to have a book like this. And when I first started crocheting, I would sit down and I would make a swatch. I would make a swatch of these when I was little, trying to, you know, test my skills. Not only were you testing your craft skills, but you were testing your reading skills. Because if you guys have bought patterns from the way back, you know, they were not always the easiest to follow. So this is the Reader's Digest. It's got all these little beautiful stitches in it. It's a heavy book. It's a heavy book because, like I said, it contains things for everything you want to do. Embroidery, needlepoint, knitting. applique. Oh, it's got filet crochet in here. If you're that person, this book, you know, if you were bored, this is a book you can sit down and look at, and even look at things like knitting and all the other crafts that it has in it, especially macrame. My mother she would do macrame all the time, making the plant holders and stuff like that. That was real popular. So this will be up on the chopping block, Complete Guide to Needlework. All right, that was a great book. This is Crochet and Creative Design by Annette Feldman. And I have a lot of Post-it notes in here because there was probably, she's got a lot of stitches. So this book has a lot of stitches, and I have little Post-it notes in here on the pages of the stitches that I like. It has borders, doing borders, corners, corner work on edging. It says fringes, edgings, and insertions. Let me try to find some, you know, just little stuff like this, you know, but it has pages where it's just showing you stitches. And like I said, I got little Post-it notes everywhere, you know, on pages that I thought I was going to do something. I had an idea for an item here. I guess it's going to show you how to do the alphabet in terms of filet crochet. Those of you who probably know how to do graphing and do the filet crochet, it would probably be good for you. I can't remember. There's somebody in our crochet little class that did some filet crochet one time. It might have been Tina, that she showed something one time that she had done filet crochet. I think it might have been Tina. Yeah, so this is an old book. Let me see when it's from. 1973. So this is a 1973 crochet and creative design book, right? This one is when I wanted to get into making bikinis. Audrey Lopez, all right? Audrey Lopez. And I'll show you the back, all the different types of, it's hard to see, but they are different styles, you know, of bikinis. Let's see. This is one style, very nice and simple, easy to make. All right, really nice and simple. I did make the tops, but I never got to making the bottoms. Now, you know, the little different types, you know, the little behind out. Hey, Mama J Way says, hey, Melanie, and all the chat. Sorry, I'm late. Did I miss? No, I'm just showing the books right now that are going to be going up for sale later this week. I put yours to the side. All right, I did show it, but I told them it was yours. It was spoken for. From Needles to Hook, Complete Guide to Converting Knit Patterns to Crochet. So this is your book, and I put it off to the side for you, and I showed them how it would give you a picture of a knitted stitch, and right next to it, it would say crochet. So you could look at it. Come on now. Now that your new owner is here, you want to act up. So like I said, on one side, it'll say knit, and then next to it or below it, it'll show you the crochet version of it, of the stitch. And they had the cables. Like I said, the alternating cables is what I wanted to do it for. So you see the knit alternating cable on one side and the crochet version of it on the other, alternating cables. So when you see those, and I know a lot of people have been doing cables with crochet, for a while. DOY. DOY has it on her page where she shows you how to do it. So here it is again. One side knit, the other side the crochet version. It says needles to hooks. Oh no, I already had your name on it. I told them when it comes to the thing, see, Mama J way. That's already your. When I was in my storage today, falling all over myself, when I found it, I was like, here it is. Because I was looking and I wasn't sure. I'm not selling anything right now. I'm just giving people a preview of what's going to be selling. So with this Bikini Bottoms book, they give you ways to crochet your thing. They have Brave, which is a G-string, Daring, and Conservative. Yes, just send me the invoice. Okay, I will when I get to the selling part, probably sometime this week. So they give you all different ways. So you could basically make your own type of bikini, all right, with the type of bottom you want. It has a regular rise, hip hugger, ultra low rise. So you could choose the front and the back, the way you want to make your bikinis. All right. And for some people who like to do quick, hey Kelly, yeah, it's just a preview of the books that I'm going to be selling. I went into my storage today, and with the help of my daughter, I was able to get to a lot of things. There's still some stuff I didn't get to. There's fabric I did get to. So I got to wash the fabric and everything, but I got some fabric too. I forgot to say that. Some mannequin heads, fabric sewing books, and crochet books. And like I said, every now and then you will see a Vogue Knitting pop in. Why? Because I had that book, that says that you can convert knitting to crochet. So every now and then I'll be popping in here with a knitting magazine for you guys to probably buy, and I'll go through that. Knitting has so many beautiful things that we can get ideas from. This is crochet appliques, 100 of them, and they're cute because these are the little, for those of us that like to crochet the appliques and put them, as embellishments on our crochet. Like I've seen people make scarves, and they might put little cherries on them, little tomatoes, even though you're like, oh, who wants a cherry? But I did like the animals. I like the pig, the little piglet applique, and they're small. Some of them are small, I guess, depending on the yarn you use and things like that. They're small. Roosters, little flip-flops, sunshine. So these were little appliques that I thought, I just wanted to learn to make. And they, I think I got sucked in because it was so cute. They've got hearts, berries, holly berries. What's that for? Mistletoe? Yeah, let me see if it's going to name everything. It's got things from the farm, the seashore, the garden, little bumblebees, ladybugs, dragonflies, and into the wild. Let's see what the ladybug looks like. Oh, it's all right. I wouldn't put the little things on the side, the little legs, because I think the ladybug would look better without the legs. That's just me. So, but yep, this one will be up. I don't think I appreciate that bee too much. I think I've seen better bees. Personally, it says bumblebee, but still, I think I've seen better bees. But we as crocheters, we will alter that and make it our own. There's one time when I was just going to only do crochet for babies. I was going to do all baby stuff, baby dresses, blah, blah, blah. So I bought this, Precious Baby Booties. And that's all I was going to make, things for babies. And then, that changed. So There's this gonna be up there for sale. Very cute little baby items, all baby booties, different styles and stuff to go. And I think it has 12. Yeah, 12. And once again, I thought I was just gonna make baby items. So I bought this too. It's like a pamphlet type thing. Baby heirlooms. And I did make one of the dresses. I did. And it sold. And it was really cute. I made it with white with pink little trims and stuff like that. So I may sell those together. Uh, this was dolls. Crochet your own dolls and accessories. I thought it was cute. This is when I first started making dolls, but I didn't like the style too much. And I was working on trying to make it my own style. I don't know. It's just something about it I didn't like too much. But somebody else who's starting, it might be the book. I have to say the directions are easy to follow. They are easy to follow. And look, she's got her rain boots, her rain jacket, her umbrella. So, and that's her without the clothing. So it gives you a lot of little items. And as you can see in the back, there was a lady going to the pool. You got the pool woman. And this is Ginger Blue. Just a regular everyday little girl with her little rosy cheeks. Let's see. There was somebody else too. I think it was Nurse Deb. Let's see if they had a full picture of the nurse. So you get different styles, and she's got a baby in her arms. All right, this is the nurse with the baby in her arms. So the clothes are removable. The clothes are removable because you saw the doll before with just like her little, underwear and stuff on. So the clothes are removable in this book. And that will be going up for sale. This will be going up. Super, super cute crochet. Kelly said, interesting. Mm-hmm. Super, super cute crochet with all these little bunnies and penguins and frogs. Now I do think the frogs are cute. Let's see if we can get a look closer. I do like the frogs. I don't know what it is, but I like the frogs. But they have a lot of cute little animals in here. I don't know. I might change my mind. Who knows? Little koala. They look pretty simple, and they're small. They're small, so it won't be a project that takes you all day. Little panda. Aw, look at that. Look at that face. The panda face. The birds are in here, but they're not all that cute. Anteater. Don't nobody need none of that. Now this would make me think it was real. The guinea pig. Yeah, I wouldn't need to make that. If you threw that on my bed, I would think that was real, and I would not be very happy. It's got some little sea creatures. It's got a little whale, simple little whale to make. Everybody's getting into making amigurumi, and I suggest that you start small. Okay. It says they can make the nurse's top a little longer. It looked like a crop top. It was a little sexy nurse. She was being sexy. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say about that one. Here's my frogs. I do like the frog. I have to say, it's something about them I like. They're different shape. I know everybody likes those little square frogs that people are making these days, but yeah, I appreciate the square frog. I did like these turtles. I know people are into making turtles. So these turtles come with a little eggshell that you could put them in. And I thought that was so cute, like they're hatching. So these little turtles come with their own little egg that you can crochet and put them into. Kelly's laughing at you, Angie. Yeah, the top was a little different. A little penguin. I like it when they're fuzzy because all you can use a certain type of yarn, but you can also get a pet brush or different types of brushes and brush them and make them fuzzy, you know. Because I had to do that when I made the Baby Yoda and things like that. So that will be the super, super cute crochet amigurumi book that will be up on the chopping block. I think this one too. Amigurumi, super happy, cute crochet. These guys, they look like a gang. Don't they?
They look like a teenager gang.
Yeah.
Like you see them out smoking cigarettes in the back of the school.
My daughter said they look like a teenager gang that you would see at the back of the school, the high school, smoking. Especially the one with the little black turtleneck. He looks like the ringleader, you know. And I don't know what the little pig would be doing down here. I don't know, but yeah, that's going to be an interesting book. So it has all of those characters that you see on the front. I think they should have put some more of the little cute characters. Like Friends Forever Fawn. That looks like Bambi from the Christmas special. Kind of reminds me of Bambi. The little runaway pig that was just kind of at the bottom of the page there looking like it was out of place. Let's see. Piglet, they called it. We have a weenie dog that you can make. Little weenie dog. And let's see. This mouse looks kind of, it says Mighty Little Mouse, but it's very oddly shaped and it has no arms or legs. So I don't know about that one. Yeah, sometimes you need to help these ideas along. There's also, you could crochet a cheeseburger. I don't know anyone yet who has crocheted food in our like little crochet group, all the crochet people. I don't know anyone who has done food. I don't mean it can't be done, but yeah, cheeseburger with the works. Yeah, I don't know anybody who's like, yep, I'm gonna do that. Cupcakes. Okay, here we go with the food. Strawberries, sandwich cookies. This says that pig looked like he's scared. He does. He looks like he just doesn't know where he belongs in life. He's scared of being somebody's Christmas hand. Yeah, I don't know anybody who wants to do carrots, but it could happen, you know. So this one will be up. Like I said, I would probably use it for the fun. And you know, if you want to make these little characters, people would probably buy them because they look different. They are different, and like my daughter said, they look like a little teenage gang that will get caught doing something. I used to have crocheting some food would make me hungry. Yes, it would make me hungry too. It would make me think about food. And that's one thing I don't need to be doing because when we crochet, we sit a lot. All right, we sit a lot. Now, this is a book, Positively Crochet. I bought it for that blouse that you see right here, this sweater. Yeah, and you notice it's got a lot of little post-it notes I'm gonna have to take out. That shows you all the patterns that I liked. So let's see. They got little girl patterns in here that I thought were so cute. I think is a skirt. No, the skirt is, I'm sorry. Just focus went whack. Sorry, camera. It'll come back. It needs a little time. But that little girl has like, there we go, a netted little top there that I thought was cute for little girls. And there's a lot of us that have little granddaughters. I really liked that for a little girl. Nice little summer outfit, maybe made in cotton. You know, that was really cute. But it also has things that are for adults. I thought that was a very cute top, and it looked like it would be quick to make. The tangerine top. Like I said, I have Post-it notes everywhere in this book. This spiral scarf kind of reminded me of Jeanette's ruffle scarf that she made at one time, but it's just a big spiral scarf. And I remember one time you guys were making this spiral thing that people put outside and it would spin. I remember that. Now, I did like the long lacy tunic. I like that. Like I said, I bought this book for a lot of patterns. What is this? Angel Hair Bolero. Now, I would not make it out of the fuzzy yarn that they have there. I just can't get my life right. But I did like it. All right, I did like it. So this book will be, oh, this was my favorite item right here. Let's see if I could just get this sweater. Left is right, right is left. That was a sweater that I really liked in there that I really wanted to make. Had like a little tie in the front, the bell sleeves a little bit, and it had holes. You can't tell, but it's got holes, so it's not something that's going to make you really hot, because at this age, that's not something I needed. I did buy it also for this netted skirt. I thought that was cute too, a skirt overlay. So you have your regular kind of thinnish skirt or whatever, and it was a skirt overlay. Child, I didn't never make that. Never made it. But it was, like I said, when I look at books and I see 1, 2, 3 for all these, you know, this was one I like too. Different ways you can wear that hat. You can roll it up, or you can have it like a slouchy beret. So this book, Positively Crocheted, you could tell, like I said, all these, one of my faves. But I didn't do anything in it. Sorry. It's all good. This was one of my faves too. Guide to Crochet Chicks with Sticks. All right. This was a sweater. I wish these were made on spiral. This was a sweater that I liked. And I did read through the directions. I always read through the directions if possible. I bought this from Barnes & Noble. And they did, this is a ballerina wrap. And if you're just joining in, I'm previewing some books that I'm going to be selling later this week. Probably in the middle. I did like that. They called it like a baseball top or something. Even though I could see me, it says game day tea. Yeah, I could see me getting itchy in it. That's for your dog, even though it doesn't look comfortable for a dog. It looks like it was choking. It would choke your dog, but there was a hoodie in here. There's a nice skull cap. Surfer Chick quick cap. I like it because it's netted. If you wear braids or you wear your hair down and stuff, like this would look very cute on Bag a Day. How she always wears her hats and things. And Kelly from Kelly Adventures, she always wears a hat over her hair. This was one of my faves, that top right there. It's kind of like a granny square. Get as close as I can before it acts up. Design. I did like that. So this has a lot of wearables. Like I said, the things that I will be selling will have, and this is a very thick yarn, and it's got thumb holes. Yeah, it's got thumb holes to it. So this is one I wanted too, because I love hoodies. No sweat hoodie. A no sweat hoodie. So I thought that was very cute too. And like I said, I always look at the patterns when I buy them, you know, from the bookstore. Ooh, I love this one too. You see, I'm taking notes on it already. but didn't make it. But I was taking all the notes. I'll take all these things out before I give it to you. But yeah, I would look at the directions and take notes in my head, and then I would put on the post-it note a different strategy, something I thought would be that would make it easier for me. Because I'd always read through it first, read through your patterns first, because sometimes they'll tell you to do things in a certain order. It might not work for you. So that's what I was doing, taking notes. That was a cute little vest. Taking notes, saying, no, I need to sew this together first. I need to do this first, so that I did not get caught up to where I would say, oh, this isn't working for me. I'm going to stop. And then you know how we walk away from projects? We walk away from them and they become a part of Whipville, like Pam says. They become Whipville. And I thought that was very cute. Just like something to keep around your neck. Not too hot for us, not too hot, but it will keep us warm enough. So, yep, that was this book. Chicks with Sticks, Guide to Crochet, Chicks with Sticks. It was out not long ago. This is for people, not me. And I think this came somewhere for free. I think it had to, because I don't think I ever wanted to make a doily. I don't think I did. I don't know what happened, how this got into my stuff, but I'm not. Yeah, I don't think. I'm trying to think, because like I said, I think outside the box sometimes, but I don't know what box I could have been thinking of with this doily. Sorry, that's my dog. She's excited. She's a pug, and she can't breathe. So my husband takes her out and walks her at night, her little nighttime walk. Yeah, she sounds like a gremlin or something. Sounds like she's choking. But if you're a doily lover, this is the book for you. All right. Like I said, this must have been sometimes if you bought a lot of things at certain little yarn shops, they would throw something in there for free. And this might have been, one of those like, oh, let's bring. You say you like the last two books, the Chicks with Sticks. What, these two? These two, Kelly? Because those two had some cute, oops, I'm putting this back before I show it to you. This one is Cool Crochet, 30 hot fun designs to crochet and wear. And that top is why I bought it. Both, okay. Let me. I'll put your name on it, Kelly. And put it to the side with Mama Jayway and Angie's book. Yeah, I know you will probably make some of these things. Probably $5 a book. $5 a book. Let's see. Melissa Leapman. Cool Crochet. Oh, I also thought I was going to make this dress, people. I thought I was going to make that dress. I don't know who the hell I thought I was, because I had my daughter at the time. She was a baby. Yeah, I wasn't going to make that dress.
Looking at it.
My daughter's laughing. My daughter's laughing too. She said, all them stitches. She knows she's a crocheter. My daughter's a crocheter. I know I bought it for this sweater also. But I love things that look knitted, yet we can crochet them. And I know this was one. I know this was one item that I thought I was going to do. Silly girl. But yeah, this was probably one too. Like I said, I like the sweaters that go up around my neck, keep my neck warm. Yeah, I've been balling for a mighty long time, people, but I still like to keep warm. So I do have a lot of crocheted hats. I like that top, crochet, crochet. I did like this little wrap, Valentina. This had a nice array of patterns. Like I said, when I would go to this Barnes and Noble and catch these, I always saw more than one. I would see almost half the book. Half the book. So when I saw half the book, and how much was this book? This was a $20 book. It says that cable knit was nice and that long blue. Yeah. This was a $20 book, and I saw, I mean, just the front. This is the front of the book. I liked that right away. And then I liked what was on the back of the book. Then I opened it up and I saw that cable knit sweater. I like that too. Almost every page I turned to, I saw something. It says, "We have dreams." Believe me, I know. We do. We have big dreams. Like we're just gonna have all this crochet, and we're in the wardrobe, and we're just gonna be wearing everything crochet. I know some of us do though. This has that what I just showed you has a zipper. Let me see if it looks like it has a hood. It sure does. That's tight. It's got a zipper and it's got a hood in the back. It has a hood. Okay. Yeah, this book, just about every page I turned to, I was like, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do this because they look very simple. And when I would read the directions, like I said, I got to read the directions before I buy the book. Got to. And this is the back of that dress. That's the front, and this is the back. I got fancy with the crisscross. Yeah. I had a lot of dreams. I just thought it was so cute. And it is. It's really cute even for today. It's a nice length. You can make it shorter. You can make it longer. What is this? Oh. Crochet Today. I don't even know if that magazine still exists anymore. I like that too. And I like the top of it. You notice the top has like a little swirl design at the top. Those of us who love to make hats love different little hat designs. I was going to make this too. I was going to make that too. Can't do that now because I need to wear a bra. At the time, I could almost get away. And this shows you how to make crochet jewelry with wire and things of such, So it gets into a lot of little things. This is a blouse with a scarf. So it's called Giselle. So it says the colorway and the style is a hook, yes. And real, the struggle is yes. And I think I saw DIY made a skirt like this. It was a pencil skirt and it had the same type looking print, like that, design that she did with the yarn. Now I don't know about those fringes on the bottom. That wouldn't be for me. But it's a drawstring. It's a drawstring skirt. Like I said, very. Oh yeah, I did like this jacket. I wish they had a better picture. I just realized I don't have to do the dishes. So that one's called Sherry, and it's a nice long cardigan. Let me see. This is more of a close-up of the texture. I love the texture. The texture got me, and the collar, because I like my neck warm. But the texture got me. So that was beautiful. And for those of us, who, like I said, people who bought some thick yarn from Jamie, This is, look how simple that is. That's the back. The two and the one in the middle is the front sides, and then the sleeves. So you got four pieces, basically, four pieces to sew together. So when I saw that, I was like, I could do that. I could do that. Didn't do it. And then I saw the Francesca. Very loose, looks kind of like a poncho type thing, really. And if you look at that, I'm trying to slowly move it to you. If you look at that right there, it is, you know. So I thought the Francesca was very pretty, and it is. When you see the stitches, it looks like some of those stitches out of those stitch books. Now, I don't know about Elizabeth and the fuzziness. It just makes me want to scratch already, you know. So I don't know about that one. It probably would be pretty without it being fuzzy. And I hate to say that because it's pink and that's my favorite color. But that's Cool Crochet. All right, by Melissa Leitman. She's gonna be up. We got Contemporary 37 European designs that I did not make. So that's some of them there. You know, I like the sweater, the V-neck sweater on the bottom. I like the picture with the two young girls. I like that because they were short sleeve and you could pull, you know, down over your shoulders. I like the burgundy top. There was a lot of things. I like that hat. That, and me just looking at the back of the book and seeing all those that I liked immediately. You know about this book. How much was it? I was like, it's worth it. It was $22. It's worth it. Let's see. I like that it has a project gallery. It's got purses, flowers, that sun hat, shawls, hats. This is one project page. And I saw multiple things I liked right away. Especially one of these little hats I liked. I like the brim. More patterns, skirts, very light and airy summer skirts, long sleeves, turtlenecks, which I love. This, looks like a little throw for your swimsuit. I like that, so you can wear what you want. Now, I don't know about y'all, but there's some fishnet stockings for those of us who just, you know, we're fishnet kind of girls. That's not me. I don't judge. All right. But yeah, some fishnet stockings. This had a lot of patterns in it, people. And anything with a hood, like that one on the bottom, that was for me. Anything with a hood, that long sweater on the bottom, yeah. There's another item there I see that has a hood. Anything with a high neck up in the upper corners, yep, that was all for me. So yeah, this was a good contemporary crochet. That's a good book for those of you who do wearables. This is the new old crochet diary with 600 photographs and diagrams. So you know this is nothing but stitches in black and white because it's old. Let's see how old it is. Not that old. Because well, it's at least 30 years because I graduated in 1986. I graduated in 1986. So yeah, it's about 30 years old. But it's got, you know, a lot of stitches. And, you know, sometimes when you're bored and you don't want to do a big project, I do this. I just, you know, you get out some of your old, because I do have some stitch books that I am going to keep. And you try them out, you know, you make a swatch or two just to see if you could do it. And everybody's doing graphs these days. Well, here's some graphs. Ladybug, letters, you know, stuff like that. So this is a crochet dictionary. Multi-stripe rib, which kind of looks like a cable. You know, it kind of does look like the cable thing going on here. But yeah, this is a nice little book. And you know, you see the directions are very short and sweet. Very short and sweet. And I see a lot of people making sweaters, pullovers, but you know, women of a certain age, we don't like things to be too heavy. All right. We don't like it to be too heavy. So a lot of these netted stitches would be good for us for scarves, you know, scarves, stuff like that. And of course, it goes through showing you how to hold the yarn, how to hold the hook like a pencil, which I don't do. I'm a knife holder. So, you know, goes through a lot of nice things. Like it says, it's a dictionary. So I might keep it. Who knows? I'm going to put it to the side. I might keep it, but I'll probably change my mind and put it back in there. For people, let's see. These are my daughter's being nosy, so you might see her. You might see her poke her big head in here because she's being nosy.
Hello.
They always do that. This is for people who like to make dishcloths, and I, for a while, liked quick projects. Mile a minute dishcloths. All right. So this will be like DJ likes to make kitchen things. Even, you know what? Even if you were making fancy washcloths, because dishcloths made out cut, those are washcloths too. They're washcloths. And it has this hole in it because I used to be very organized with my patterns, and I had some that, you know, wearables here, kitchen things here, this and that. Yeah. So this is a very nice little pamphlet book. See, that's what you get for trying to sneak around here, trying to get in. He's tripping over the stuff that I have, my books and everything. Look at him trying to, they can just see the shadow of your big head. But, oh, Drea, Angie said hi. It said, Drini said, that book for me. This dishcloth book, Drini? She said hi. I didn't know you make just dishcloths, girl. Let's see. My daughter being funny. My kids mock me and Angela because we talk on the phone. They mock us, and she goes, "Woo child," because she'll hear me say that. Yeah, my children mock me. Here's another dishcloth pamphlet. It's got 8, and these are more solid ones. These are more solids. All right, so these are solid ones for dishcloth makers. And this is the big book because, like I'm telling you, I just thought I was going to do all things. And I was just going to make all these dishcloths and washcloths and make all these little like spa sets and stuff. I had all big ideas. Every now and then I do. If I traveled, I might bring one of these and, you know, bring a couple of rolls of cotton and stuff just to practice and make some. You know, she said, "What'd you say?" I love dishcloths. You do? I do too. I have some dishcloths that I have made. And when you see these books, like I tell you, I think outside the box. So the top of this dishcloth right here, you'll see I put hat. That was going to be the crown of a hat. I was going to start it and have it like that, and then start crocheting down. Girl, I can't start the sale tonight because I ain't got the strength. I just want to do a preview for y'all. But I will probably Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll put it in my community. Tuesday and Wednesday. I will. Because I got to get all this stuff dusted off. And it was in my storage. So I got to get it dusted and sorted and priced and, you know, stuff like that. This is for people who like to do the 70s thing. It's a thong thing, but not the thong we think. But I used to see people wearing these, what do they call them? Something sandals. Something sandals. I don't know. They used to call them. But yeah, I made these for a minute or two, and they did sell at Venice Beach. They did sell because people like to walk around with these on their feet. Yeah, with their little bathing suits. I would make like the one, I made that one, this one with the, like goldish twinkly things, and I put beads on them. And this one, I think I already said that in this. The whiter ones, people didn't, care for too much, but yeah. So that's for people, and people who do belly dancing and all that stuff. One lady bought them and she was a belly dancer. And she, I put a lot more beading on it. Beach sandals, there you go. That's what they were called, beach sandals. So when you thought you was real cute. But like I said, the lady was a belly dancer. And that's what she was working with. Oh, here goes some. And here's another dishcloth book, Wash and Wipe. Okay. So here's another wash and wipe. I don't know. I might keep one of these. Especially I like these up here. That's what I bought it for. Those up there. I might keep some of these because I do. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep this one. Never mind. I'm dreaming again. Okay, so these are gyps. I was crazy about 70s things for a while. This is the Jack Frost collection of 70s outfits. Okay. For a while I would see stuff that Erykah Badu was wearing and I thought it was so cute. And I was looking for the pattern and it came from 70s things. Like Erykah Badu had this outfit, but it was in the guy who made it for her, or the woman who I have her book too, made it for her, made it with stripes. All right. And so this is Jack Frost. It's a pamphlet. He had a lot of pamphlets in the 70s. He was very popular. These are some of the pamphlets and books. And I probably have, if not all, just about all of them. And you see the outfits. Okay, real 70s stuff up in here. And if you watch some of the old movies from the 70s, you saw these. People are still wearing 70s things, 70s styles. So this is what I really wanted to make. Because my aunt made me one way back in the day. It says, this ain't no fun unless we can buy. Well, you can buy on Tuesday and Wednesday when I'm ready to sell. But if it ain't no fun, y'all can go on and chat amongst each other or, sorry, it ain't no fun. But some people need to kind of see. But I could just not preview it. I just thought I would preview it and show it to y'all. But y'all don't have to watch. Y'all can go on and, do other things. And then other people can see what's going to be available and know what they need to get ready for. It's up to you guys. So I always preview my dolls so people know what they're coming for. So that was a big old cake. But if it ain't no fun, don't let me hold you. Don't let me hold you. Now this one is the tank top book. It's got men and women things in it. All righty. She said, come on, I take the beach sandals and other dish. Which, okay, I got the beach sandals. Okay, I'll show these. This one, the blue book or the purple? The blue or the purple? I'll let you tell me which one. She said, thank you, Mama J-Way. Let's see. Angie, the blue. So I'll stick this in here. We might not have any sewers in here, so I'll take doilies. Okay, where did I put the doilies? There it is. Okay, got that to the side for you, Mama J. This is a gypsy vest book also. I've seen people making this one. This one, and my daughter made this one back in the day. I think she was in junior high, and she made this, and it came out so cute. But the way she did the front, she kind of did a zigzag type little tie up. It was so cute. I was so impressed. I was very impressed. So, and I might keep this. And I make a long vest. I'm gonna keep that. All right, this one I made, it has all the ponchos. It's got ponchos and little vests, skirts, and stuff like that. So that might be, like I said, something some people are interested in. This is for those, I think people are into making some granny squares these days. I was at one time doing it, but like I said, when I would make granny triangle squares, I made them when I was making halter tops, and I made them very close stitched so you couldn't see through them. But 99 squares to crochet, granny squares to crochet. All right, 99, and there's so many different variations of the granny square. Those, I know, that's why I said I'm gonna have to keep that. I'm gonna have to think about that. When I retire, I might be wearing me some 70s vests. But yes, there's so many different squares. There are 99. I don't know why they stopped. They could have made up another one. But 99 squares to crochet. And what they do in this book, they just give you big pictures. They give you a number. You go and find the number, and that's the pattern. All right. You're not going to see the picture of it right next to the pattern. It's not going to, as you see here, it says number 47. It says, do you have any tatting? No, I don't. I don't. But if I come across any of my Reader Digest books that has tatting in it, which the one that I just showed does not, but I have another one. I think it might be in the book of all the sewing stuff. If I come across that, I will let you know. Let me see. Is this crochet? This does not look crochet to me. I don't want to put this up and be lying to y'all. Yeah, some of this is crochet, some of this is knitting. So I think these are knitted for you knitters. And I think this is knitted, but I'm about to say, I can't see me getting this book without some crochet. This is crochet. And I thought that was cute back in the day. It's kind of like a granny square type thing. And then she's got the little hat. It's very 70s. It's very 70s, it says. All right, so I'm about to say, there's got to be some crochet. And it's chunky yarn. So those were the only two. Yeah, if you're a knitter, it's basically for you. But I like those two crocheted patterns in the beginning. Crochet was sometimes a stepchild. You know, it's sometimes. But I did like that jacket and that sweater. And I did like the little tweed looking little hat too. I did like that. So that is from Spinnerin. It was 40 cents back in the day. And let's see what, I don't see a copyright. I don't see a print. This is Animal Appliques to Crochet. This is like that book I showed you. As a matter of fact, I think this is a pamphlet version of that Appliques to Crochet book. That's what I think this is, because I'm looking at the ladybug, that little pig. We saw them, and I saw this bird in there too. So yes, if you are one who likes to crochet little applique items and put them on things, like if you make little little kid sweaters, you know, little kid scarves and things like that, and you want to put some appliques on them, this is for you. And that's all animals. Now this, you know, like I said, I've been bald for a while and I need warmth. So this was for me. Hooded scarves. All right. These were hooded scarves. And I was just going to be hooded for the winter. I made myself a very beautiful cowl that covers my head and it goes over from my shoulders all the way up over. And that's what I'm wearing. That's what I do. But these hooded scarves, very, let me get my hands out the way. Very nice. Those are all the patterns right there. Those are all the patterns they have for hooded scarves. So we do like to make things with hoods and crochet, cowls and things like that. Look at that texture. Look at that pattern. It's very nice. Very nice. And some of you, I know for sure, live in areas where it's a lot. I like the different ways you got that you can wear that, whether it's very cold. California gets cold, but I think it's gotten down to maybe 40, 30s, maybe 35 at the most. It says, what sewing books do you have? Child. Let me move around. I'm going to move the crocheting books that I have shown because they're on top of the sewing books. Because crocheting is better than sewing. No, I'm kidding. I don't believe that. That's why I have 4 sewing machines. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Does this go here? Oh, okay. Those are not all the crochet books. I have more crochet books, but I'm going to show them because I know Angie is late for her. This is the Reader's Digest Complete Guide for Sewing. Okay. When I was starting to sew again, I said, I need to know everything. And Reader's Digest is the one. So we have that. We have Claire Schaefer's Fabric Sewing Guide. So if you need to know your fabric and you don't know about your fabric, which I may have to keep this for a minute because I found a lot of fabric and I need to be able to tell you guys what kind of fabric it is besides saying it feels real soft, it's real silky. So this book, even though you see that man there, it talks about, you know, special occasion fabrics and things like that. So I do like that book. Some of these people I was researching and they're well-known sewing people. Clotilde Sew Smart. So I know you already know a lot about sewing. So these may not be, you know, and here's another Reader's Digest Guide to Sewing. Here's another one, different year. I was really trying. This is Flat Pattern Design. So this tells you, this shows you how to make your own patterns. All right. If you are a sewer, it shows you how to make your own patterns, which is very important because if you don't know, patterns can cost you a lot of money. $20 plus. Sandra Bedzina Sews for Your Home. So this is something you could probably use because you do sew for the home. All right, so this has all kinds of things you can use for the home. I don't have as many. I have a basket full of sewing. Me and my sewing machine, a beginner's guide. So if you're a person that, like me, I bought this because some of my machines from time to time, I service them myself. I serviced them, I oiled them, and this told me how. Singer, the new Sewing Essentials, Sewing Reference, all new and crispy. It tells you how to do multiple type stitches, sewings, closures, things to help make alterations and fittings. I was gonna make clothes from different eras because I love different eras. So this is not sewing. Fashions from the 1940s, fashions from the 1950s. All right, I love those clothes. I might even keep this book because I might crochet some stuff. Let me stop lying. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. This book is so easy. The Essential Guide to Getting Started. That's what this is. You open it, and it's got these little pamphlets inside that I can't remember what it's for. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's sewing guides for certain things. Yeah, it kind of shows you how to make some stuff. This is like an insulated blanket. This is a zip wallet. So it's got some little patterns in here for some quick sew items. And then it's got a little book with some sewing essential things. This is a nice little tube top drawstring, tube top placemats. Oh, this would be good for us. A tote bag with a pocket lining. Yep, you make a bunch of those and you'll have a lot of customers. You know, we can't have enough. Shantarmint, hey, welcome in. Thank you. I'm just showing a preview of some sewing and crochet books I'm going to be selling later this week. Right now, we took a break from crochet for a minute to sewing because I know Angela's 3-4 hours ahead and she got to get up in the morning. This is Sewing for Style, Singer. So these show how to line jackets and stuff like that for people who are doing clothing. The Bishop method of clothing construction. Like I said, when I started to get into sewing, I researched a lot of people and who had the best method for this, that, and the other. His method was known as one of the best, so I had to go and look high and low for this book. It's very old. Yeah, I can't even find the date on it. Oh, it's from 1959, 1966, it says. So he was a very famous person for sewing. Guide to Fashion Sewing. So somebody probably like Lisa's Afrocentric Design, Guide to Fashion Sewing. Singer Sewing Specialty Fabrics. If you have ever sewn certain types of fabrics that are not cotton, you will find that you need a certain type sewing. You cannot sew everything with the same needle or the same thread. Fabrics will snag. They will tangle. They will do a lot. All right. So this book right here, I bought it because there was some different types, sheer fabric, satin on it. I wanted to learn how to sew. Now this is more so for crochet. I thought I wanted to learn how to dye yarn. Yes, I did. We as creators go through a lot. So I bought this book, Hand Dyeing Yarn and Fleece. Okay. You see it. I haven't done it. This one, Teach Yourself Visually, Hand Dyeing Yarn. All right. So this goes in the crochet section. It just got mixed in. But that's for those of us that want to learn how to dye yarn. This is Sewing from Square One. So someone who's just learning how to sew, it's got some easy projects in there, tote bags and stuff like that. 40s fashions. Now this is just, you know, like I told you, I love this type fashion. I love these types of suits and things. So I was going to be looking at them. And because I got the book to show me how to make my own patterns, voila. Okay. Like I said, this is an old book that I bought from probably a used thrift bookstore online thing, but it had a lot of 40s fashions. I love the old things, people. That's just me. Everyday fashions of the 50s, like I told you. So as pictured in Sears catalog. Okay. So Simplicity, the best sewing book. As you can see, it was everything for that beginning sewer. And that was me. Beginning sewer sewing workbook. This reminded me of the little workbook I had in home economics. You took out some of the pages and you had to learn to sew on a straight line. And that was not a joke. All right. People think it's easy to sew in a straight line. No, the hell it's not. And this one was square corners. All right. So, and it also has where it helps you learn how to sewing curved lines. All right. And you had to use your sewing machine to do this. All right. So this was a little book, Clothing Repairs. All right. Sewing Secrets by Ruth. That was a very famous book way back in the day. And when I bought this book, I bought it used, and the little lady was a little old lady. She wrote me a thank you card. She was getting rid of some things because she was going to move in with her son, and she was saying, thank you, you're giving me extra change. This is Sew You. So basically, it is showing you how to make just about anything. Blouses, just about anything. How to do hems, how to take in skirts, how to make jeans. And in the back, it came with some patterns that I never used. All right, they're still unopened. So for you sewers, good. Garments for beginners. My daughter had looked at this and was able to, help her make her first dress that she made her own pattern for. I think she was in high school. Yep. Fashion Sewing by the Bishop Method. Once again, I have another book that was by Bishop. Yeah. This is another one. This guy was really famous person. I'm not going to say guy, but I think it was guy. And this is an old book, the Vogue Sewing Book. The Vogue Sewing Book. Let me see. Did it have any pictures of? I do believe it has some. Yes, it did. It has some nice pictures in here showing you how to do patterns. It has a color wheel. The Vogue Sewing Book, very old. These are crochet. These are crochet. So that's all my sewing stuff. Angela. Ooh, these sewing books are heavy. Good Lord. So let me get back to the crochet. These books are heavy. Sewing is serious. I'll have a little strain in my back tomorrow. Especially these Reader's Digest books. These might be some books I have to list and have people buy them the way I did. Mama J Way says, I am wonderful, Kelly. Woo, child. That's where my kids get me saying that. I'm saying it right now. Woo, child. All right. Let's see. Back to a couple more crochet. Like I said, we looked at the hand dye yarn book. This is a 70s pamphlet. I thought I was going to make this outfit. I did like the other one too, but that's the one I thought I was going to make. I do still, even for today, like that halter top. And then you could tell this is so 70s. I like those in the back too, the blue. So I like that. Sweater stoppers. So I like the orange. I was gonna wear that over something. That was what I bought this little pamphlet for back in the day, and I think some of this may be knitting in the back, but I did like the one in the middle. I did like the one in the middle, and these are 1970s little whatchamacallits, and these are some more 70s. Can't remember what I liked about it, but if I look closely, I probably could. I did make myself one of these little shrink tops, and this was probably what I got this for. This one right here in the front. These are so 70s. And this one right here in the middle. And this is before I got these before we had the internet and we could actually get on and find these patterns. That's why I had these. Because I was I like the 70s style of crochet. And I like how everybody's making the crochet granny square hat now. I like that back then. And there it is. All right. So it has that pattern in there. And I think it's the same on the front as it is in the back. So this was by Jack Frost. Once again, the guy who did all those other patterns. I was starting to get into amigurumi way back in the day. And this is the closest to what they had. They made them kind of, you learn the different stitch, like a loop stitch to make it be kind of fluffy. So yeah, like I said, some of these books I bought before we had the internet and we could do things. Then I have some crochet magazines people might like. I bought this for this dress that I never made. I bought this magazine for this sweater that I never made. And it's got a lot of nice things because the same thing, I don't buy these unless I see more than one item. This has a bunch of accessories in it. Oh, it's got a bunch of hats too. Bunch of hats, nice hats. I will make a quick hat. I do love making hats. I'm not gonna lie. That was my first big money maker back in the day. I would watch TV in order to stop eating KC Masterpiece Lay's potato chips because it was making me very large. I picked up my crochet again and I just started making hats. And I had a basket right next to the couch. I would make hats and just put them in the basket. And after a while, it became a very big, more than a basket. And so I thought I should just sell these. And at the time, I didn't think much. I think this was probably in the late 90s. I was selling my hats for $5 and thought I was making a killing because people were buying them left and right. And then, I learned better and I started charging more. And people started asking for hat and scarf sets. And that is where it all began. But yeah, this will be up for grabs. Let's see, I showed you that one. Cozy Crochet. This was a cute book. I think this is a book I bought when I was going on vacation somewhere because it had some quick patterns. Yes, let me show up. It has to be a cute one in here somewhere. That's not showing enough. It had a lacy evening shawl. All right, that I thought was cute. I was a shawl person from a very young age because of my aunt who used to make me ponchos in the 70s, and I loved that top. It was different squares. I thought I was going to make it. I like that purse with those handles. I tried to make that skirt and I got tired of making it. So I frogged it. My daughter got into wearing these when she was in elementary. For some reason, a big fad came out with people wearing the crocheted handkerchiefs on their head. And it just happened to be in this book. It came right at the right time. I said, I have a pattern for that. She asked me, Mom, do you know how to make those crocheted handkerchiefs? I said, if I don't, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I ended up making some for her friends, and her teacher. But it's got, classic ripple blankets in it. Yeah, I believe I got this one for that crochet. Soft coasters. Coasters. Okay. And to be truthful, coasters are really good gifts, people. Soft coasters. This is the everyday dishcloth. Coasters are really good gifts for people, though, because, I mean, you can use them wherever you go. I saw DOY made some for the car. You know, where you have your cup holders? She made some for the car. And that's a great idea because we all are always drinking something in the car with Starbucks and Coffee Bean and all that. And all that stuff gets in there, So that was a great idea. This sweater was I bought that. All right. And it's got other great stuff. I'm not going to go into it. The Happy Hooker. Stitch and Bitch Crochet. Okay. She's got a lot of nice things. And I do believe this sweater is one reason I got this. Along with someone had asked me, one of my students had asked me about making a bikini. And I think she had asked me, did I have the book? This skirt also was a reason I bought that. This book has a lot of great patterns in it. This woman put a lot of great things in this book. That little top that you could put over a tank top, that is really adorable. That is really nice. Here's that sweater. Again, now that sweater is just nice. It's timeless. You could probably wear that for decades and decades to come. I did like this Prepster. That was my style too. Never made it. But as you can see, this was something I liked. The netted. I like things where you could be warm yet cool. All right. So this book has a lot of things in it. And I'm looking, I think even in the front, it's got like some stitch guides. Yeah. I use that stitch right there with the purple. When I make my halter tops, when I make my little triangular granny square or solid cups, then because I'm a woman of a certain age and been that way for a while, I make this netted part on the bottom like that and goes as far down as I need it. So we can wear the halter top and still not be showing much and still be pretty cool. So that's why I bought this book too. I like that stitch. It also had a nice mesh stitch pattern that I liked. So whenever I buy books, like I said, I always kind of think outside the box. And I stole that color combo. I didn't make that exact hat, but I made a crocheted hat like it, and it sold very, very well. The camo with the red stripe, people loved it. People loved it. Even the dark burgundy stripe, people really loved it. And I think there was an ear flap hat. There was an ear flap hat that I did not make her hat specifically, but I learned to make the flaps from this. I made the flaps and put it on the hat the way I wanted to. So I still might put that book to the side just in case. Now, this book is The Woman Who Crocheted for Erykah Badu and Common. I have this book already, but it was in storage. And when I wanted to use some of the patterns from it, I was not going to storage to dig it out. I was not going to. So I bought another one. So I have 2 of these. All right. Fly tops and funky flavors. She is also on YouTube, Afia Ibomu. She is a health person. I might just, what I'll do is probably sell the newer one I have and go find it, because I have notes all in throughout this book. I did used to make these earrings back in the day. I did used to make those for myself. And it was crocheting just around, you know, something circular. She had a lot of nice patterns in here. I made myself something similar to that. She's got a lot of nice patterns in here. Like I said, I'm gonna try to find my newer one, that the second one that I bought. And I do believe DOY made something like this, because I did watch her fashion show. You got both her books? There's one she made with hats too. I do believe it's got hats. But I believe Jeanette made something similar to this. Jeanette did a fashion show. If you look on Jeanette's page and look to where, I think it was 2017 or something like that, she did a fashion show. It's a ways back. She did her own fashion show by herself. She was the only one, and she had a lot of these styles. This is just like arm warmers. You know how they got leg warmers? To me, these are, it's okay. These are extended fingerless gloves. That's what I call them. Extended fingerless gloves, you know, is what they look like. This is like a fanny pack, crochet form fanny pack. All right, now that's not something I would do because it's not real useful. Can't really put anything in it because, you know. And this is where I got the idea for my crochet, and that is Erykah Badu right there in the bottom, the other with the pink, for my halter top. But I made my tops a little different, and the bottom part where it was solid, I knew I would die. I said, I believe her nephew modeled the mesh top. Yeah. And I made that solid part mesh, because all that, you know, yarn, acrylic yarn can get heated up. So you could even use cotton and it would still get hot. All right. So you need mesh when it comes to that bottom part. So where you see that bottom part of that halter top, I put mesh. And you can make it a large type, you know, one, or smaller, depending on how much you want to show. You know, I wasn't trying to show everybody all my little rolls and stuff. So, but I liked that. It's got elastic around the top. All right. So that's what was holding it up there. But, and I did make this top. I think it's called shoulder lean. Yes, I did make that. I think I'm going to keep this one though. And I'm going to find my new one, because this one has all my notes in it. The same with this book. This book was my first one, and it's old and it's kind of falling apart. I'm going to find my newer one, which I know where it is, and I'll sell my newer one, because this is Double Stitch Twins. And if you have not heard of Double Stitch Twins, they've been around for a while, and they've been in Chicago. This is not one of them, but this is one of their first books. All right, and this book is old for me. That's why it's falling out the case. This is one of the reasons I bought the book when it first came out. All right, this was way back before anybody made this. These were the first girls to come out with this. Okay, so everybody that you see on YouTube making it, they were first. Crochet Double Stitch Twins were the first to do it. And let's see, they got some funky styles up in here that, you know, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. This is one that everybody could wear though. I did like this. I did like this. And I made something similar. And it may be on my Instagram or Facebook. I don't know. If not, I will try to post one on there. I made something similar. It was red, black, and green, and I think gold type accents to it. I did like this gypsy duster. I thought that was tight. Now, I will say this about their patterns. They are a bit hard to understand. So I think you have to be a seasoned crocheter, because I will say this, everybody does not know how to write patterns to the understanding of everyone else. That's why people have testers. I don't know, and I'm not trying to be mean, I don't know if they had these patterns tested. I don't know, but I know a lot of them are kind of hard to understand sometimes. And we all learned how to crochet and use different terminology. Okay. So I think it would be wise to be a seasoned crocheter. Get that glare out. To be a seasoned crocheter and do this, because when something as a seasoned crocheter, this is a Gothic shawl. It's very largely, it's got a lot of large netting. But as a seasoned crocheter, when something doesn't work out for us, you say, yes, I remember the double stitch twins. Yes, they used to be with Red Heart. And if you look at Red Heart, they teamed up with Red Heart. And for a while, Red Heart, they were, Red Heart's girls. And all of a sudden, Red Heart was bought by the people who do Caron Yarnspiration, and all of a sudden they weren't with them anymore. They just, and I think, what's his name? The little guy with his little boyfriend, he came into play. He was already in playing with, I think, Caron Yarns. Okay. But when they acquired Red Heart, all of a sudden the double stitch twins were not there anymore. This is one of my favorites. It was very pretty. Very pretty. And yeah, Mikey. Yeah, Mikey. So, they kept Mikey, of course, because they acquired Red Heart, and the double stitch twins were no longer their girls anymore. I don't know what happened there, but that's how it went. And I love this. I learned how to make a lot of shrugs. I altered this pattern a lot. I didn't put the little furry thing because, that just gonna make me itch. So I used this pattern and I altered it. And, they're still around. They have their YouTube channel. And for a while, they were trying to come back. So if you look on YouTube, they tried to come back for a while. They have their Facebook. They still have their Facebook and everything. But they kind of had to go back to doing whatever it was that they were doing. They did hair. They did health. They worked at doing commercials. They did a lot of stuff. They were very creative, and they're back at doing that again. They have a garage that's kind of like their studio and stuff. So I'm gonna put this because I'm gonna get the new one to sell. And so they're still doing things, but they're not doing as many patterns. And they have a lot of side pamphlet books that I have that I can't sell because I only got one of those. That have a lot of beautiful, maybe I'll bring them out just to show you guys one day. A lot of beautiful sweaters that are easy to make and that I have made. I can say I have made those sweaters, but they've had to go back to doing, multiple things. And they're two sisters. They live together. They're twins. And, I bought this for this, what you see here. But yep, they're still around. They don't get to do what they used to do. They're still doing what they call trunk shows, where you take all your items that, put them in like a big Foot Locker, a trunk, and you go to Macy's. Like I remember they used to have, when they were really famous, trunk shows at Macy's, and everybody was going, and they make these hats. And I mean, their hats would go for like $75 or more because they were who they were. But now their hats go for the price that our hats go for, because, that's what happens. But yeah, they make different type things that it's not for everybody of a certain age to wear, but these days people are wearing it. And I had bought this for this on the front. you know, you have to be a seasoned, I would say be a seasoned crocheter where you can alter their things. You can alter their things so that it can fit you and what you like to show. Their colors are not for everybody. You know, their colors, I notice, are not really for everybody. Um, Everybody doesn't like loud colors. This is one thing I bought it for too. So everybody doesn't like loud colors. So you gotta do that. But yeah, they kind of got dropped, but their items are still, if you go on Red Heart and are, yeah, Red Heart Yarns website, you know how you could go to where they have free patterns? Oh, they still got all their patterns there. They were designing for Red Heart, if y'all didn't know. They started doing all their designs for Red Heart. And yeah, so you know what you do for Red Heart stays with Red Heart. So this is one of the first swimsuit books I bought. And if you're a longtime crocheter, Jenny King, and I believe she's from Australia. So I was trying to learn. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 styles of bikini. 1, 2, 2 beach sandals and a little beach bag there. She it was hard for me to always read and understand hers. So it was good that I knew how to do my own thing. You know, I could look at it and then kind of copy. She had little boy shorts, little like in the middle here, little cover up and stuff. So that'll be for a seasoned crocheter who wants to make some beach stuff. This is just every now and then I would just buy these little stitch books to see if there was something new and improved, you know, because people come out with new stitches every day. So this is just a stitch book. It's got a couple of little patterns in it based on the stitches. That's a beautiful baby blanket. That would be worth a lot of money. Just like Sandrine's mosaic blanket. But well, her blankets is worth thousands, so it's not just like it at all. But that scarf you see has a hole through it in the middle. If you notice, it's not just folded over itself. It has a little slit, and then you slide it through. You slide it through. And that's one reason I bought this book too. When I saw that, I was like, hey, that's different. I haven't seen anyone do that. But it has, you know, open fan, rib stitch, cable stitch, stuff like that. So this would be a book that I would take with me going somewhere and bring a little yarn so I could learn stuff. If I have 2 of these, I'll sell this. I'm probably going to sell it anyway. What I'm talking about, I'm going to sell it. This is that woman that we just saw, Afia. She is this is her second book. All right, could be. This is her second book, okay, for hats. And here is Common, the wrapper. Like I said, she crocheted for Common and Erykah Badu. She's always crocheted for Erykah Badu when they were together. I'll take all my notes out of here. And she has some nice hats. Very nice hats. Because I was making those a lot. Hats like this, a lot for people who wore braids and stuff like that. People used to like to wear those hats over their heads. I like that. That was a very cute. That's Common. A very cute hat with a bib. I did. Now this has ear flaps. It's hard to see, but it does. And I also learned how to make triangular ear flaps from this book. It's very detailed. She was good at writing her patterns, putting things together. This hat here reminds me of the one that Gigi makes. Might be the same pattern, who knows? But it looks very similar to one of the hats. It says, I think you need to reconsider those books. are hard to find. I know, but I don't use them. That's the thing about it. And I'm trying to make room for, other things and not be so much of a hoarder. This is like what you put over a bun. Back in the day, I did wear my hair slicked back in a bun, and I made these, and I will put them over my bun. She's doing it with her locks, but I would slick my hair back and put it over my actual little bun, and I loved it. It was so cute and different. I would just slick on when I had hair. I would slick it all back. Mama J said I was thinking that too. I know, but you see how I have all these books in storage? I gotta pay $185 a month to store all this mess. This is the Mennonites do that here. Oh, that's cool. Look, that's on the back of her bun. And that makes your bun look a lot more interesting. I mean, I used to put beads on mine because I thought I was all that. And the students would like it, and I would make them some. Yeah, I can't just be keeping books just, I'm not using it, because I'm going to tell you, did I put them right here? Where did I put them? Oh, I put them in my room. I just got in the mail today 8 amigurumi books. Okay. Can't be doing all that. I can't just keep adding and nah. Because I want to make room out and make me a little, because I don't have room for a craft room, so I'm going to have to do what I got to do. It says those books are going up in value. Well, I have to check them out and see what's going on. So this is the head wrap, the first one ever crocheted that I had seen. Said you might as well ship them all to my P.O. box. I hope you see some you like, because like I said, they're going up on an auction block. So this is the first one that I saw. You know how everybody wears a crocheted head wrap? She was doing this way back in the early 90s. The early 90s is the first one. And yeah, so she's got that on there. Now, when I made mine, I adjusted it. I just took out the little, I'll look at people's patterns and I said, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do it this way and join it together. So I'm going to take all that out. Like I said, I got notes and pattern on stuff. I underlined things, and I really liked this little hat. Oh, I loved it. I wore it to death. I wore it to death. Okay. Talking blues. And it was blue. So like I said, unfortunately, I do have writing in here because if you do patterns, if that bothers anybody, I don't know what to tell you. But and this is a visor, which I thought was very cute. Back in the day, I couldn't wear it because it would make me itch. It would be a bit too hot. It would have to be a cold day. If it was a cold day and I was outside walking, yeah. And this is for someone who has a lot of locks, a whole lot of locks. All right. She was making those way back in the day, as were many other people. There just was not a pattern book out for it. So this is a netted hat with a brim. All right. But yeah, I'm glad that people are interested in these books, are going to have a nice home. Hey, Albie. I saw where you said, oh, you missed me. I'll be popping on again. I'm just giving a preview of some books that I will probably be selling later this week. Crochet, sewing. I'll have some fabric when I get it ready and stuff like that. Now, this is the hat that Gloria Bowman was making, that brim little hat. It came from here. Obvious, this was hers. All right, so it came from there. And Gloria was selling the heck out of that hat, probably still is. So it came from this book. It was called The OG. Like I said, there's a lot of hats in here that I made that I like. I was the hat lady because hats didn't take time. I can make a hat while watching a TV show. I could make a hat while watching the TV show. I could think about what I was wearing the next day. And I said, well, I'm gonna make a cute little hat to wear with it. Can you add that this book here? Yes. Yeah, I will put it right there. And I will get all my Post-it notes and notes out of here too. I'll get all my notes out of here for you too. Yep, I did. I put your name on it, Kelly. So this one I made because it was like, it kind of reminded me, and that's what's her name? Erykah Badu. No, I'm not gonna keep it. I'm not gonna keep it. I know myself. I think I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I would have done it by now. And I would have reordered this book too, which I did not. So this is a skull cap, which you can tilt up, you know. No, I'm like I said, I can't get rid of this stuff if I keep lying to myself, thinking I'm gonna do it when there's so many. I'm ordering so many new amigurumi books that I'm excited about. I'm ordering patterns. I have patterns by Aniqua that I got set up ready to make. I can't make no daggum hats. This is the Cool Roski hat. I did make that. And I made the ear flap things. I kept them kind of wide so I could wrap them around my neck. Like I said, I'm bald headed. I need to be warm. She said, oh, here's the Tam hat. Now here's the Tam hat with a brim and without a brim. With and without. This is a dread hat for somebody with a lot of dreads. It looks like it's made with a thicker yarn or doubled yarn, so it's firm, so it can hold your dreads. All right. And to tell you the truth, a lot of people with dreadlocks, and we have a lot of people these days, are looking for these hats. But a lot of people do not make them anymore. They don't. This is the Superfly hat. Now you know that's tight. That's tight. The Superfly hat is tight. That's going to be looking nice on somebody. So I will put this to the side for you, Kelly. And this is another version. I love browns. I do. I really do. And that's another version. So I'm going to put this to the side for you, Kelly. This is Vicky Howell's Pop Goes Crochet. 36 projects inspired by icons of popular culture. I really like this book, and I think I just really like to look at it. I don't know. No, I found this pattern somewhere else. I loved it for this. I loved it for this long cardigan, and it's got a hood. Anything with a hood, I love it. So did I make it? No, I found this pattern somewhere else too for free, so that's why I can get rid of it. This is I don't know. This is a hat with a lot of sequins. Now, I like the hat itself. I was not going to put the sequins. This is Melanie. If you change your mind about saying the crochet vest and hooded scarf book, please add them to crocheted vest and hooded scarf. Is that crocheted vest? Let's see, this is Kelly. I can't remember which book you're talking about now. I might have to look and see, Mama J. Wait, I probably will. Crocheted vest, because I had the 1970s crocheted vest and the hooded scarf. I have a book that is all hooded scarves, and that is going for sale. I'm not keeping that. No, I'm not gonna keep that. And if I see it over here, I'm gonna give it to you. But yeah, I'm not keeping that. I'm gonna be real. Now this is something different. It covers your shoes. It goes over your shoes. I don't see anybody ever wearing that. Never did. Probably never will. Yeah, I would just make leg warmers rather than that. This was a very different book, but I did like this crochet cover up. I like the crochet cover up, and I know I bought it for that because I was going to make it long, very long. All right, so it could cover a lot of things. I was going to make it long, and I really like the back of it. I thought that was pretty, and not only could you use it for a crochet cover up, you could wear your tank top with it and stuff like that. Yeah, I like it. This was different. It was like a baby sack. Now, what they did was with fabric, they crocheted around the top of the fabric and put some little straps, and you put the baby in it. The straps had little buttons. It's probably hard to see, but the strap have little buttons, and you put the baby in the baby sack. That's what that was about. So if you're a sewer, you would sew a little sack thing and crochet across the top of it, put some little shoulder straps, and put your baby in the thing. I thought that was different. I wasn't gonna make that, but I thought it was different. I think the one thing I bought this for also was not only that sweater, but this. It's a different type of wrap. All right, it's a different type of wrap, and it looks like this from the back, so you could tell it kind of crosses differently, and it's one long rectangle, and they just tell you basically how to fold it so it goes across and back of you and all that stuff. So I did like that. Okay. I did like that. So that was one item I bought this for. I did like this. I like that top. These were, I guess, inspired, she says, by certain people, certain movie stars. I don't know who all of them were, like Vera. I don't know if she just found some people. I did make this. These are just, it's like a shrug, just the sleeves. So she's got on a tank top dress. Okay. And when I made my sleeves, I kind of did I made designs in the middle, down the back and stuff like that. So it's a long type little shrug thing, and I really like it because anybody of any age, and the thing I like about it is it's just a triangle, and you can make it texturized with any type of different stitch. But if you're a beginner, you can keep it simple, and you can just, do a double crochet all the way. If you want it to feel thicker and, comfier, you do half double crochet. But this is something that you can alter and design. And matter of fact, you can mosaic it because it's just a long rectangle. So, and you're folding it. So you could do a mosaic on that, But yeah, that is one that I really, really liked. And this top here, something that you can wear at any age, because with the netting, we as crocheters can use a smaller hook, a larger hook, and we can show as much as we want or not. So I thought that was cute. I thought that was cute because we could alter it to our size. Even only comes to like extra large. Everybody's extra large is not my extra large. So this reminds me of, I would think, yes, and it is. I was about to say, this reminds me of Clint Eastwood. It kind of reminds me of the mosaic that Sandrine does. This is that poncho. Okay, me and my husband had me watching a Clint Eastwood movie the other day. That's why this immediately came to mind. Where's he going? There he is. All right. So this is a Clint Eastwood style poncho. Okay. And so we know right away who that is. Now I don't see any of us making this, but I think this would be a Esther Williams type inspired little bathing suit type. It's cute though. I think the little bottom is really cute. She said, "Oh yes, I see it. The little bottom is really cute. It's one of those little cutesy." Yes, and that's who inspired it. I didn't even see that page yet, but Esther Williams. She was a very famous swim star way back in the day. Matter of fact, that's her over there. It's not the best flattering picture of her, but I think they could have done better. But you know, you got to get permission. You got to get permission for that stuff. So yeah, they got, and I thought this was so cute. And I was probably going to make that for somebody's child. My son wasn't even thought of when I got this book. So that little boy sweater, so cute. Camouflage. You know, everybody knows some little boy, but I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody named Mark or some star or whatever that this is supposed to be reminiscent of, but I don't know who it is. If you say the name, it says The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, my favorite flick. Yep. Clint Eastwood. Yep. And this hat. I did like the hat. I did like that hat. I'm not sure who that's supposed to be about. But it was, this woman also has yarn. Vicky Howell. If you're a crocheter, I'm sure you've heard her name. Vicky Howell. She's got some yarn that she sponsors, you know. So it might be something that people are interested in. Now these are pamphlets from the 70s, probably. Shells to crochet. That granny square top, I made one. I made it in black, white, and gray. Black, white, and gray. Shells to knit, shells to crochet. So if you're a knitter, it's got some stuff in here for you. But yes, it's got that. That's the main one I bought it for, I do believe. Everything else was kind of meh. This is the same. These pamphlets are the same, but when I got this one, the top was cut off, but all it did was cut off the extra excess blank pages. So that's all it did. It didn't cut into the pattern. It's got patterns for all of these. 70s. Like I told you, for a while, I would wear these vests and I would wear them with really long like shirts, like how her shirt is white with the collar. And then my long shirt would hang out the bottom. And this one, this is the one I did. My black, white, and brown. I mean, black, white, and gray. I used it for that. And like I said, the pattern, it's cut off at the top, but it just cut off. And you can see it with this one. When I would see these on eBay, I bought them. I was just 70s crazy. Now you see at the top how it's just all white. That's what was cut off. So it doesn't cut into the pattern at all. But this little pamphlet, it will go on sale. I think I'll keep the one that's cut off because people will be thinking something's wrong with it. But this one I will go on sale. Also this one. I bought this magazine for that. Okay, that's what I bought it for. I'll go through it. It's got crochet cables. So for those of you who like to do the cable projects, like shirts and blouses and sweaters, it's got some of that in there. And I will show you the rest of that the day it sells. This is when I was trying to learn to So I love old movie star clothing, costume design in the movies. So I would look at some of these and get, you say the print is so small. Yep, that's why we got to get these readers going. These readers, mine is a 2.25. But yeah, this book, I don't know, I might keep it, who knows. I just like looking at the old styles. And when I was going to learn to sew, I was going to sew myself some of these nice old style dresses and gowns. I still do want, and I don't know if you guys ever watch those old movies and you see these women coming out with these beautiful robes, these long beautiful robes that they be wearing, and they have a long train and stuff. I'm still gonna get me one of those somewhere, somehow, not like this. Let me see if you can see. Not like that, not that quite elegant, but back in the day, there were some beautiful robes that people used to wear. And we don't have beautiful robes like for, anymore. So these were just some dresses that I got because when I was going to start being a seamstress, I was just going to recreate some of these styles, for people because I think they're classy. And we don't have classy anymore. We just don't. Eternity shawls. I was into these for a while. I did make some. There's 8. Can I get this sticker off? Good. There's 8 different styles here. Hey, Santa. You want me to have most of these? Yeah. Don't put any of that in there. But yeah, there's 8 different styles. And I told you that I made myself one. Mine that I made is similar to this. And it's burgundy. And I wear it all the time everywhere. And it's big enough to, like I said, go over my shoulders, over my head, and keep me warm. It took me forever. I did it in half double crochet to make it nice and thick. And I will never make it again, only for myself. But this is a nice little Eternity shawl book with a nice, and these are always nice gifts. I mean, you give somebody those Eternity shawls, come on. Crocheting tablecloths and placemats. I don't know why I have this book. It must have come somewhere free, or I must have had some type of idea of looking at these stitches and turning it into something else. I believe that was my thing. So people, back in the day, those of us of a certain age remember seeing these on some of our parents' probably friends' tables and beds, because even though it's a tablecloth, our place setting pattern, you could easily throw that across the top of somebody's bed. You could easily throw that across the top, So this will be for somebody that just maybe likes to collect books or, that it looks like it's a doily or something. Arabian Nights. I guess you make a bunch of those motifs and you crochet them together. That is an heirloom. That is an heirloom. So this will be going for sure because I can tell you right now, I shan't be making any of those. Okay. Let's see. This is from, I think I'll put this. Audrey, there was another bikini book that I had gotten from her. I'm going to put this book with that. I'll sell them both together. It was the same lady, but it's, the other book had more bikinis to it. This is over 300 crochet stitch patterns, do-it-yourself crochet design workbook. It's old. It's very old. It's by Dell. Boy, the good old days when books were cheap. Let's see how old it is. 1975. It's from 1975. And let's see. It's got motifs in it. It's old. It's got stitches like it says. Let's see if it's got any patterns. I hope it does. It's got a, ooh, it smells like old book. It's not a bad smell. It's not a bad smell, people. I'm a book lover, but it smells like old book. And you know what's funny? A lot of these motifs that I'm seeing from 1975 are in the more recent books that I have that have the motifs, like these same things. Nothing is new. Like I'm one that would look at that netted pattern right here. I would use that for some type of shawl or something. That netted type pattern. I like that. Okay. So they do have a couple of patterns in here. They always do. Sweaters, hats with the little earmuff things coming down, pillows, blankets. These are hoodies. And I would hope that it would be a little simple to make. There's a poncho, a mid-calf shirt. This looks like a baby top. I don't know about that ripple sweater up at the top. I don't know about that. It's a toddler. I wouldn't do that to my child. I would not put my make somebody dizzy. Different blankets. I would make them, but with a different color scheme. They're pretty, I guess, if that's your thing. You know, they're pretty. But yeah. So this has a lot of different stitches and motifs. Like I said, I'm very amazed that some of these motifs I've seen in a newer book, a lot newer book. These are when I was going to get into making socks. Yeah, I didn't do that. But learn to crochet socks. I thought they were very cute. A lot of them. And so this will be going. There's some more patterns that they have. So it's got about at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's got 12 patterns. 12 patterns of socks that will be going up on the chopping block. Chick Stuff Cool Jewels. So this is basically, if you like to crochet jewelry, so it's crochet, but they've, incorporated beads into it, which I have used this, but what where's it? Oh, good night, Kelly. Thank you. And I did put those to the side for you. I would put cowrie shells. I've made necklaces where I put cowrie shells and different type of not beads, but like they kind of look like gemstones or something. I would put in there. So this right here, that's what I was doing. Like let's see. I did these bracelets for myself. I did this white bracelet for myself. I made necklaces like that. Bracelet. I did make a necklace like this. And you just use certain stones sometimes, unless you don't get really pretty beads. And it really looks nice, people. And it's really something that lasts for a long time. I still have it. I may pull it out just to show people one day. But yeah, this is a cute little book. Matter of fact, I might put that to the side for myself. Because crochet jewelry has not gone out of sight. This is, let's see, how many patterns should come with this? This is a pattern, but I don't know. I think it's missing something. Yeah, I know why I got it, because I was probably going to make one of these, they call them shrinks, but vests. I'm going to put that to the side because I think there's some patterns missing. I only see one pattern. Now, this is the book that I said I have two of. I have two of these. It says, I had a book for crochet socks. Where it is, no one knows. Where did the crochet socks go? I'll put your name on it, Darcia. I'll put your name on it, and when I sell, what's gonna happen when I sell, the people who I've kind of You're helping take stuff to the car. Okay, Seta, thanks for dropping in. Thank you. When I start to sell, the people that I put stuff to the side for, if you're not there right at the beginning, I'll just, keep going through until I see you. Because I'm probably going to come back on Tuesday or Wednesday night and do a set. Now, this is Crocheted Squared. All right, this is a really good book. Like I said, I think I have 30 easy crochet projects made from simple squares. And that's what I needed, simple with the squares. All right, like a jacket like that, simple. And it shows you the layout. That's me. Because if you ever see some of the little notes that I took off to the side, that's how I do my notes. I need to, what's the shape of it? How do I join it? That's what I need in my life. And she had a lot. Those are fringes at the bottom. She had a lot. Have a good one, Kelly. Thank you for coming. You support everybody. I really appreciate that about you. You are always there for everybody. I like this crap vest, but I don't like the material it's made out of. But I liked it because it can keep you warm. Like if you're crocheting and you don't, it's like a shawl with sleeves. So I did like that, but since I know the, like I said, it's squares, panels. This is a longer vest and it shows you how to make it easily. And I think for someone who is a beginner, this was a good book. It went out of print and then they brought it back for a while. Sparkling Grape Juice Shell. I wouldn't use the fuzziness. I'm not a fuzzy eyelash yarn type person. I'm not the eyelash yarn person, but there's some who are. Yeah, it's a lot of that fuzzy stuff up in here. And I think when you're making a pattern in the beginning and you're showing people stuff, you shouldn't do too much of the fuzzy because you can't see the real pattern sometimes. That's just a poncho with the squares. Everybody's kind of done that. I think I've got a couple of these that I've made when I had pretty yarn and I just wanted to show the yarn and the colors. This is one thing that I make. I've got about 2 of these that I've made without the fringe. I'm not always a fringe person. I will every blue moon put some on my scarf if the yarn is really pretty and silky. This reminds me, the red, of those cocoons that everybody is making. That's what this reminds me of. Those cocoons that everyone is making now. The granny square. This is not a granny square though. It is just netted. It's small netted and it's in chunky yarn. It's in chunky yarn. So this is all about the squares. I know she wanted to put it probably in textured yarn to make it look more interesting and, So she's wearing it off of one shoulder and then she's wearing it around her waist with the button. She's wearing it around her waist, which I'm not going to do that. Because sometimes when you're sitting, you got to think about it. You got to sit down. And if you sit, it may stretch some of those stitches. So, yeah. And this is just, to me, a long rectangular wrap, which is always pretty. I need to make my mother a new one because the one she had, it got damaged. And she had it I made it out of that Caron soft yarn. It took me forever. And when she sent it back and said, can you fix this? And I saw it got cut by something. Yeah, it hurt my feelings. I said, no, I can't fix it. And so I just had to go on and get rid of it, which hurt my feelings. But yeah, this one will be up too. Like I said, I have 2 of those. So that will be up. I also have, is this a pamphlet? This is about getting to the end. This is a pamphlet from the 70s. I bought it for that. And this is, if you guys know Beverly Johnson, when she started modeling. It's funny. I sold some to Ola Joe. Lauren Hutton, the famous model from the 70s, Lauren Hutton, who had the Gap. Look at Beverly Johnson. She looks still beautiful now, Beverly Johnson. But Lauren Hutton that had the Gap. I think I sold a book that Ola Joe had her modeling some 1970s things. So this has in it, let's see what patterns. I think it's got because this is like for someone who's learning. It's got a pot holder, a little drawstring purse, which I did make and sell a lot of those at one time. I think people just like the design of the yarn. I did make this for myself one time. I do not know what happened to it, which means somebody probably took it. I did make the triangular. I like the netted. I like that netted look. Like I said, it reminds me of something that my aunt made me. Hairpin lace stole. All right, so it's got a couple of patterns in here. I'm going to keep these. These are some that I took out of a book. That can be over there. But it says that goes over there. I'm going to have to look through these, and as I go through, if people want them. This was a 2015 calendar. I don't know if you guys remember this, but something happened to where they stopped doing this, and it hurt my feelings. This is a 2015 crochet calendar, 100 plus calendars throughout the year. And I don't know if you guys remember these. It would come in a box, and you would open it. Like you say, I never did. I just wanted the patterns. And you would open it and set it up to where each day there was a pattern. This was June 5th, Friday, Saturday, June 6th. And so it was a 3-day pattern because this doily might take you 3 days to do. So it was for 3 days, the date. I'm going to go through and make sure I don't have any missing and put them in order. But something happened where they stopped doing these. Oh, Lord, let me not drop these. But you see how many, I mean, there's 365 of them. All kind of little patterns. And there was some turmoil from designers. I don't know if they were using some of these designs and they were supposed to. I remember when designers were able to try to get some of their patterns in here. You know, you didn't get anything from it except for notoriety, but that's good. You know, some people just want to see their patterns used. You know, people getting it out there. You never know. So I hate that glare. I'm using a ring light. This is that curly Q scarf and stuff. So it had that, and I'm gonna go through and make sure and see if I have all the months. I feel like I'm missing. Oh no, I'm not. Where's January? But I'm gonna go through and make sure I have all the months. Oh, I do have January, okay. And all the stuff, and I'll see. And if so, I'll sell it, you know, all is one. If nobody wants to buy it, all is one. You know, maybe I'll take a couple of patterns out and see if somebody wants to buy it that way. But yeah, you can look, and sometimes they are still selling these. Like this is 2015. They might still be selling 2017, 20, whatever. But after a while, they stopped doing it, which made me mad because something happened. There was a crochet controversy, you know, and they just stopped doing it altogether. They were like, forget y'all then. And I think that's what these are. Because like I said, oh, I don't know where these cards came from, but I will just show you guys the cards. Not all of them, but I got a bunch of card patterns and stuff like that. I know it's not showing you them well, but I I'll see if anyone is interested in those. Like I said, or I might just put it in some of you guys' boxes when you buy stuff. Just put those who bought something if they see something they like. This came from another calendar, 2000. Oh Lord, 2008. That's when my child was born. I told you I used to buy these calendars. So this was the 2008 calendar, and it just had a whole bunch of crochet patterns for every day. Like I said, some spanned a couple of days, but they just had a whole bunch of crochet patterns. And like I said, I was trying to buy them almost every year when I could, when I would remember. And like I said, there's some kind of controversy that kicked up and they stopped doing it. I really wish they, it would be even nice to have, you know, like how Seta has hers. Maybe we come up as crocheters with a pattern, our own crochet pattern calendar, and, you know, we all donate some patterns to put in there. So for each month, maybe there's a crochet pattern for each month, and maybe we all work on it, you know, something like that. But I'm going to be looking through this to make sure I have all the stuff in it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I know you can't use it for this year at all because it's 2015, but just to look through daily to give yourself something to do, you know. So those are all the books. Like I said, I still have so I have two blonde heads. Well, she's not blind. Sorry about that. And I have some more in my storage. I just gotta get to them because I have like I said, I had a lot. These are mannequin heads that beauticians use to learn how to do hair, but I use them because they were cheaper at the time on, I think, Amazon or eBay. These were cheaper than me buying heads to show my hats. All right. And what I would do is get these heads and I would put curls in them and all kind of stuff. I have the little contraption that attaches them. You put it on here and they can attach to the side of a table. So if you have your craft table, you can attach this head to the side of the craft table. You can do her hair in a style. She's got the, I know y'all don't know these old movie stars, but Veronica Lake had the peekaboo bangs. You could do her curls, curl them up, make it look so pretty, because this woman told me, she said that what attracted her to my hat was not only the colors of my hat, but the style of my mannequin's hair. I had it in full curls. And it was, I just had it going on. And she had her little beanie on and the curls were popping. And she said, that's what attracted me. And I was like, I want to do my hair like that. And she said, I had to have that hat. I had to have the full look. So I have two of these that are going to go for sale with the little hook on the side. And I have one of her. Or do I have two? I'm lying. I got another one of her. Her hair was, the other one, she wasn't in the bag and her hair was dusty. So she's in the process of getting a makeover. She's getting her hair washed and blow dried. That's what's happening right now. So I washed her hair and everything, and I put like some little silk rinse conditioner and stuff. And that's what's going on with her. So I have two African-American ones like this and two blondies. So those of you who make hats and stuff like that, and you know how we do, we make our hats and then we take our pictures and all that. You could take their hair, curl it up, braid it up, do whatever, cut it. I mean, because that's what it's used for beauticians. Cut it, curl it, do whatever, and put your hat on it. All right. Now, I'm not going to lie. I have a big head. I think this might be, I don't know. I don't think this is a full-size person's head, because look, this is not a full-size person's head. So just know that when you put your hat on here, and I'm going to tell you the truth, when you put your hat on smaller people's heads, it does look cuter. And these heads are smaller, okay? But when it comes to the mannequins, this head is smaller, so always remember that. Always remember that. Some people I've seen when they put hats on these heads, they might wrap something around it a bit to make it a little larger. So it's a little fits a little more true to form. I've seen people do that. But yeah, I'll have two African American doll heads, two blondies. Pam already has the brunette. Okay, so that's what's going to be. They're going to be up on the chopping block. I'm going back this weekend to my storage to get rid and go through some stuff. So I may find the other ones. I had some that had different color hair, like it would be streaked with different colors because it looked really pretty when I put the hats on it. You know, if I put a certain type of hat on a certain type of hair color, blue or something like that, it was really pretty. So I will be next week probably having some different heads, you know. So just so y'all know, if you are interested in heads for making hats, I know a lot of us make hats. I know a lot of us make hats. And if you're a person that you don't go out and sell at markets, but you would just like, you know, you only need one so that when you take your pictures, you know, you just got one doll head. You only need one. You don't need a whole bunch if you're just selling from home, you know. Darcia, good night, Darcia. I'm about to be done too because my basket is empty. My basket is empty. But I did put on this one, I did put your name in here. All right, I did put your name. So watch out for Tuesday and Wednesday night. I'm going to put it on my community page. I'm going to put it on my community page when I'll be jumping out. Angie may be jumping in with me. You know, she's got some things that she's going to let go of too. Angie, is it going to be dolls? I think she's going to dig into her doll collection. Her doll collection, but I'm not sure what type of doll. Let's see if she'll answer. I know she has, you know, like the dolls in the boxes, I think. She has some dolls in boxes that she may be thinking about letting go of. I'm not sure. I just remember she said something about going through her little collection case. So that is all I have. All the sewing books. It says dolls and craft supplies. Okay. I'm going to be putting together. My daughter has some like beads and all kinds of stuff she used to make jewelry with. I think I'm going to be putting some craft packets together too. I think I'm going to do that too, especially with some things that I have because I used to make necklaces, bracelets, earrings also. And I'm not making as much. Some of the stuff I don't use for the dolls. I do make things for the dolls, but I'm not going to be using some of the stuff. So I might as well let you guys look into that. All righty. So I want to thank everybody for coming to my long preview. If you didn't see everything, go back and look. You know, I'm sorry it's 3 hours long. But I will be putting in my community thing either Tuesday or Wednesday. I want to get all the books dusted off, even though they were in the Rubbermaid thing. I just want to get them all, you know, make sure all my notes are out, all my post-it notes, all these are out. Okay, like I said, they may have some writing in them from me. Sorry, but you know, I thought I was gonna be somebody. So just keep on checking for my community page as soon as I know, because I'm gonna come home tomorrow and start getting everything organized. So like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to pop up, me and Angie, and we're going to throw some things at you, hopefully that you guys like. Okie doke. So thank everyone for being here. Thank you for being patient. And I will see you either Tuesday or Wednesday. God bless. And everybody have a good night. Thank you.